Hello? Hello, lovelies. Alright. That's not the camera. Man. What's up? Best of 5. Alright. Let me adjust some volume here. How are we doing? Gatekeepers 173. Back at it again in Arizona. Just me on the mic, just Sawtooth for the moment. We'll see if I can get anybody else. We got 7 people this week. So we should be able to get everyone up. Everyone's matches up. Without much hassle, I think. We'll see how it goes. Starting on time. Everyone's here, just waiting for Chompers, but he's got a little bit anyway. Sweet. Oh, that is the Christmas skin. Is there not a... Wait, what? Where's the holiday Ori skin? That's weird. I can't find the holiday Ori skin. That's weird. Let's try this. Oh, that didn't work. That's close enough. Alright, you two are good to go. Whenever you're ready. Yeah. So, Raven's Mushroom. These two have played this season. Twice now. Both sets going in Mushroom Soda's favor. 1-3 and 0-3 for Mushroom. So last time they played was at Gatekeepers 171, so 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I reckon it should be a fun one today. Our round 1, it consists of Skooli Integral, Sawtooth Variable, and then this set. And Chompers is waiting on the buy for the Skooli Integral set. Oh, that's completely wrong. I goofed it. Let me put it back on, we don't need that one on here. We'll put it on red, sure. It's about as good as I'm gonna get, I think. Alright. Audio should be good this week. I know in the last couple weeks we've had a couple issues at the start of a stream, but I've disconnected the standing mic, so we shouldn't have issues with that this week. I just straight up unplugged it because it's like, you know, I'm gonna not remember which audio device it is, like I have every time. I'm gonna guess wrong, and I'm gonna look like a fool on the internet. But yeah, feel free to let me know if everything sounds good. Everything looks fine on my end, but you know. So, sorry, I'm just adjusting some stuff here. So, there we go. So, anyway, in an attempt to talk about the match here, Mushroom Soda seems to be running away with this game 1 here pretty convincingly. He's definitely been playing pretty hot these last couple weeks, so I'm curious to see what answers Ravens has for this. Because yeah, mushroom soda has been refining a lot. It's been refining a lot, to be honest. Oh, that looks so silly. Whenever you parry the needle storm like that, and they all just turn around all at once. Oh, it looks so silly. Hits the... Oh no, hits the bubble and the frog. Oh no. Oh, I don't think I have the top HUD turned on, do I? We'll see here. If they don't have it on, I'll just worry about it next set. I don't want them to have to, I don't want to interrupt it. We're chilling though. Okay, because we're using my setup for stream setup this week, and I typically play with it off when I'm playing online, so I probably forgot to update it again. Oh no, I didn't. I did it right. Okay, awesome. So I will not have to worry about that. Why, hello there.
Boo?
Huh?
I said boo.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Who is this guy? Do you know him?
Not sure. Hasn't been here in a while.
Yes, yeah, Skooli back at Gatekeepers for the first time in a while. You'll have to see it.
Yes, sir.
Skooli is no longer School-y.
Yeah. Going on hiatus. How was the first game?
First game was pretty Mushroom Soda favored. I think it was a 3-stock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So already a significant improvement, taking a stock first.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely an improvement over first game, because Ravens kind of lost the first stock relatively early on as well. So keeping pace a little bit more this game here.
Yeah, this is an interesting Rano pick. I didn't really know what to ban against Rano, to be honest.
Now that you mention it, this is a little surprising to see against an Ori here, because I would think you'd want to. I feel like these side platforms are just gonna make the up air chains even more of a menace to deal with.
See, that's what I would think too. But also, I will say, like, I don't know. When I look at this stage, I just think.
But then,
yeah,
you can do stuff like that.
Which beautiful edge cancel, by the way.
Yeah, that was really nice.
I look at this stage and I also think about. I feel like a lot of the neutral is like. It's like grounded, except if you're like approaching someone on those like
delay
ledges.
was so good. Oh my goodness,
really
I love that.
That was really good.
Just kind of hovering. That's something that I feel like Ravens is when he likes to sniff that out a lot, but maybe sometimes to his detriment, because he'll sometimes not bite at opportunities or just kind of given to him.
Yeah.
But, he's really good at. He tries to look for those. Big committal options a lot. Just kind of like gets a couple straight hits on you, and then just kind of waits to see what you're doing, which can work sometimes. But you gotta, if you want to play that way, you have to have a really good sense of what options your opponent's going to go for, what options their character is going to be able to go for, and whatnot. So it requires a lot of awareness.
I don't know if that up smash would have killed, but it definitely would have been close on this stage. And oh my gosh, he's running away with the second stock. He does end up losing it 194 to the up air kill move.
Yeah. So anyway, we were talking about the stage here. I didn't want to just make it all about the up airs, but I feel like this wide open space is something that Ori has maybe a little more success in, and he brought that game back.
Wow. And that was an all-in bash.
Did he not get damaged that last stock? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
Wow.
If he did, it was like a nair or something. Like.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That was
down but not out. Clearly.
Yeah, I've played a lot of like friendlies with Mushroom Soda, and honestly, more than any other Ori here, he goes for those bash confirms, and like. You'll see him miss it every now and then. You may question it, but like he's getting so consistent with it that it's this genuine threat that you're thinking of at all stages in the game. It doesn't matter the percent. You're afraid of that bash.
Exactly, and that's something that I feel like I don't want to keep digging in. I don't want to sound like I'm just digging into Ravens too much here, but that's something that I feel like, from my experience, he kind of lacks that. he's not. I'm trying to think of how to phrase it better. You're talking about those bashes and those upstrons and whatever. It's the way that Ravens tends to play. He doesn't really threaten a lot of those options as much, and I think sometimes it makes it so that his opponent isn't as scared of him as they could be.
Yeah, he very much like he'll go for the safe play all the way through and through, and like the ground like careful neutral. And not really just like, I mean, because like Rano can just kill you. Rano can just dash you.
Rano can absolutely just kill you. And I bring this up because it's a problem that I've been trying to work through myself lately. I feel like I've been trying to get maybe a little bit too try a little bit too carefully. So I'm seeing some of that in here as well. Yeah. So I think what I would see a little more from Ravens is a little more willingness to go for some crazy shit like that. Yeah. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, Soda is recognizing that Ravens is just...
That was just like kind of a little bit late on like a, I don't know, maybe if you saw like a Daka's attempt or something that might have closed out the game instead of just trying to wait to see where he'd land.
Yeah. And I feel like it's a little bit of just not being ready for the kill confirms of his own character yet. Like, I feel like some of these
also true, yeah.
These DIs from Mushroom Soda could be leading into these openings, even into like...
No way.
Wow.
Okay. Oh,
wow.
Oh dear.
That's scary.
Well done.
That's a scary character to be moving on in winners, especially when piloted by a player like Soda.
Oh,
wow.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's... Whew. But yeah. I don't know. Star match has changed the bracket. What? Oh no. Oh, okay, no, we're good. I tried to start this match on the stream, and it was giving me an error saying an admin has changed the bracket, and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, did we get the last minute breadstick sign up that I didn't notice? So I was kind of holding my breath, waiting to say anything about bracket until I saw him. Oh.
Surprise breadstick appearance.
Surprise breadstick jump scare. Alright, so Mushroom's gonna move on there, which means next... Why didn't... Oh, okay. Oh, I can turn this off now. Alright, I'm gonna play Albert, and then you'll be up next.
Okay, sounds good. Good old Sylvanos Marlo. What a matchup. I don't know how I feel about this sort of matchup for a character like Malo, because Bomb becomes so much less threatening when you have disjoints, because you can start hitting those bombs away pretty safely. And unless he's doing it in close range, it's kind of hard to punish them for throwing out those moves on the bomb, because you can actually, I believe for most of them, actually hitfall it after, because it counts as like an actual hit. So you can kind of just threaten away the bombs, and when you take away the bombs from Malo, the threat range from him, while his normals are amazing, don't get me wrong, his approach options don't have, it's almost kind of like Rano. It reminds me of a lot of Rano, but with a little bit less range and disjoint. So it really takes kind of like a careful opening to get in on the Sylve. And once you get in, you can do some crazy combos. And Bomb, as an edge guard, definitely leaves a lot of opportunities open for trapping the Sylve. But the getting in part for Malo in this matchup seems a little rough for me, because I think as much as Malos are trying to lab out bombs and figure that out as a neutral tool, there's some characters I feel like it's not just... You can't just rely on the bombs to get the neutral wins for you, and I think Sylve is definitely one of those characters. I don't think bombs are going to make any openings for you that your normals, like, without your normals, finding some sort of opening in there. And, I don't know, it's very interesting, because two very different players, in my opinion, but it ends up resulting in the very same thing. Like, Parker is very much watching the opponent, while it seems like Albert in a lot of these games, he's focused on getting his own setup and watching his own gameplay and like carefully trying to prepare for the advantage state that he's looking for, while Parker, besides throwing out seeds, is mostly just waiting and watching the opponent and doesn't go like crazy usually with his own movement. He's just observing and waiting. So both of them play this kind of like patient, calculated gameplay, but one's more focused on their own setups while one is more focused on what the opponent's doing. So it'll be really interesting. Oh my. Gamers are still alive. No one got hurt. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll see. Should be a good one. Scoreboard is being updated. Hello, gamer. How are you? Alright, names have been updated, and looks like a pretty even game so far. Oh, what a good Howl catch by Sawtooth, but isn't going to amount in too much for him. Ooh, grass just ran out, otherwise that certainly would have been a bite and definitely a stock for him. Does parry the pedal wave, isn't going to get a bomb setup that he was looking for. Still a little bit too small to fall into that one, and I think even if it did bonk, I don't think anything would be guaranteed, and wow, what a catch. Hey, Chompers. $13 months, eh? Oh my god, what a back air. I looked away for like a second, he's already at 104%. It started off so close together. Ooh, wow. Really good call out. I was thinking he was going to go for the down air there, but knowing that if he held in on just one or two of those fairs, getting that up air confirmed because he's so close to the blast zone is just a very consistent way of approaching that kill option. And there's not a lot of places to go because if you DI that out at such a low percent, you could die. Oh my god, that up air string almost leading into just a full stock. Trying to get him back into his own bomb. Not quite going to work. Down smash. Going to send him all the way off stage. Nair, drag down Nair almost into the dare. Doesn't quite connect. No bite there. Is going to get out and will take the stock. But oh my gosh, the mental damage being there as, you know, a lot of times you think that it's the opponent that's going to be the one playing dodgeball, but
I don't know what I expected from down throwing the bomb, but that wasn't it.
you assume that Malo is the one throwing the dodgeballs, but you know, sometimes you forget that the other characters can throw them back at you too. And wow, what a call out from Sawtooth. Oh god, I was really scared about that bomb for a second. So once again, Albert starts off these neutral in these games very well, and then it just takes like one advantage state, and he just finds an opening from Sawtooth. And let's see if he can regroup this game, because last time it started off pretty well for Albert as well, but then afterwards he just wasn't able to get a real significant opening after that kind of equated the game back up into his favor. He's kind of able to get back in, but Sawtooth, it feels like he's just able to snuff out all of Albert's approaches and not let him get comfortable with these bomb setups. Like, the exception is on these edge guards where Albert's able to get some of these bombs out, but it's not necessarily to the greatest success of like killing. It's more to just put pressure on the sill. Ooh, great call out. Yeah, Sawtooth is not ready for that, and DI's full out. He's just pressing down smash to see what's gonna happen. Oh my god, good call out. The DI in knew that he could get that up strong confirmed, and that's what I've been seeing a lot from Sawtooth recently is these down smash and up smashes just as call outs. Like he feels like he knows where you're gonna go, and as slow as Sylve may be scary to throw out big moves like that, but the hurt boxes are so big that it's almost like a force cape effect where a lot of the times you can kind of snuff out your opponent's like ability to chase you. Wow, held in on that side B, almost died to the bomb too. Does not get the bomb out to tech against the wall, that's unfortunate. But yeah, he knows that the distance of some of those threat ranges that he's throwing out on like that move like up smash is big enough to where even if your opponent can technically threaten it, they're not going to just run straight into an up smash, so you'll probably be fine for it. And if you get the right call out at like the right percent when someone's recovering, you can just genuinely take a stock at way earlier than you'd expect, which is really big for Sylv. Like, besides like some of these like Dare or maybe like Bear confirms, Sylv doesn't have like these like really low percent like cheeses. Sylv has just these consistent like percent combos that you can consistently get them to high percent for, but it may take a little bit to kill them. So getting like these kill confirms at like 100% really, wow, that was cool, that was cool, what a back air. Getting these like low percent kills, very, very cool stuff, and very important for a character like Sylv. So the good thing about holding Big Bomb, and I notice Albert's been doing this a lot more, is it's not going to blow up in your hand. So Big Bomb's the one bomb there that he isn't going to die for holding, because you can always throw it out in time. I don't think, unless you're like maybe parried or something, I don't know how that works. I think you can always throw it when you've been put into hit stun. So it's really important if you think your opponent's snuffing out your bomb approach, because you're no longer going to get killed with Big Bomb in your hand. Hello. Hey, it's Chompers.
Howdy, howdy.
So, that's, I think, like the second or third time that side B into up smash has worked. And it is scary, but sometimes you do need to hold out on that side B, because otherwise it's just straight up a confirm, and the Sylv will get it every day of the week. I feel like that's like Sylv day one. They lab that out and get consistent with that, because it's a really good kill option.
Yeah, I feel like it's like 90% of the time you want to just not DIN on that move.
Yeah.
And it's not really a move that tends to kill off the side a whole lot,
Yeah,
even if you hold straight out.
I feel like the worst that happens is you get put into an edge guard scenario, which is usually better than the up smash anyway.
Yeah, you're still living.
Yeah.
Oh, Scouts at that roll. That only did 5%.
Ooh.
Huh. Granted, last hit, but...
Variables. Oh my god, going for the drag down Nair into Dare, but he's able to get close enough to the wall, so he didn't quite go for it. Oh no!
Oh no!
That was... I saw that flash before my eyes.
Yeah.
Both the bomb and Variable's life. He's gonna live. Oh, almost really good DI on that.
Yeah.
Well played by Sawtooth. Definitely a staple in the scene. No slouch, and he shows up when he needs to, for sure.
Definitely.
I will let you put in the score, as I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna go game.
Yeah, I can set it up. That's interesting. I wonder what options Malo has to cover burrow options against Sylv. Maybe side B. I don't know. Well, the Nuzzle doesn't have a hitbox anymore, right? I don't think. So, interesting.
Hello.
Girl. Hello.
I'm back. What are we asking about?
I was thinking about trying to think about Malo's options, like covering burrow options.
Covering burrow. Let's see. Downstrong is usually a pretty good one. Forward strong, I imagine, covers a decent bit of it. I would say threatening with a bomb, but the thing about that is if he bites into it, then it's not really gonna do anything.
Yeah.
So you can just kind of go into that if he wants. Downstrong, in general, downstrong space low in the middle covers pretty much everything. Maybe like a primed bomb throw. Maybe like sitting just outside max burrow range with a cherry bomb and then throwing that on reaction me getting up.
Maybe the throw hitbox. Ooh, that's an idea.
Yeah, with with the bomb primed. So that way, like if get off stage, get a bomb ready, maybe threaten, maybe toss a couple. But if you think I'm gonna go in, but yeah, you'd have to set up a bomb prime, and that might be a little committal. That might be a little obvious. I don't know.
I think I
If you
misinterpreted what
you-
you said at first.
No, but what were you thinking?
In that, like, you set up a bomb or whatever, like, let's say a cherry bomb in this case, and you dash attack, like, the inner burrow into stage with the bomb in hand, and if they go any further towards ledge, it hits the cherry bomb anyway if you time it right, maybe. I'm
That's
just thinking out loud here.
An interesting idea, though. Yeah, I think something with bomb might be able to work, but I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what.
Because
Yeah, 'cause-
finisher seems like a bit of a
Not
toss-up.
so much finisher, but cherry bomb probably.
Yeah, well, I was saying finisher seems like a toss-up. Like it's like it could really help, or you could just blow up. Like you knocked it back towards variable on that last set, and I like reeled back.
Finisher is always, it feels like it's always a toss-up, dude. I don't know
Yeah.
how. There's times where I feel like I don't know how model mains are supposed to throw this out and not fear for their own life.
For real, yeah.
Just constantly. Oh, brother. Right. Can y'all switch ports?
Oh yeah.
It's
Good call. Good call.
There we go. Yes, so Skooli playing the AZ4s, Integral playing the Lovers 4s. Merchant port, Integral says, yeah, it's good with me. Skooli responds. A Forsburn Ditto. We haven't had one of these in a while, have we?
I don't think so. I think the last time I saw a Forest Ditto was these two, like, weeks ago.
I'm pretty sure this is if I recall correctly, I thought I set this up because this is the first time these two will have played. I think.
Gotcha.
Let me double check that here.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a call out.
Oh no, it's been first time since the beginning of the season, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I remember. Didn't Skooli go all raster last time? Or am I feel like Skooli went all. Wait. I'm trying to remember. I feel like someone in chat, if that's you, Steven, if you remember. I don't know. I feel like these two played, but Skooli went all raster. I could be totally wrong, but I think that was the case. And that he didn't opt for the Ditto or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, Skooli showing up. Also, I got mixed up which Forsburn that was. Not even like clone, like I just thought Integral flew up and then it was Skooli.
There we go. Alright. Just handling some bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying how Skooli might have gone raster. Yeah, that rings a bell.
It looks like
But I couldn't tell you. I forgot.
this looks like
But if-
Steven's verifying. He believes he went bird. I think so too. So, and I believe if you still have it up, Integral took that set, right?
That is a great question.
Get up. It's no biggie if you.
Yes,
dig in for
Integral
it.
did in fact take that set game 5.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
opted for the Ditto this time.
I'm in for the Ditto this time, and Skooli kind of running away with it so far. I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, Integral going for like the direct upbeat on the stage with the smoke just under it, and honestly, that's kind of a cheeky mix-up you could do sometimes, because like you see a ton of smoke on stage that the fours can upbeat into, and you're thinking, okay, they upbeat, they're gonna go in this area, and then they upbeat into the one patch that does not have smoke, and then you just get surprised.
Yeah. But at the same time, it can get to a point where, oh, they have one patch of smoke in this certain spot. I wonder where they're gonna go to try to mix me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
you gotta. sometimes the mix-up is to do the less good option in a way,
Oh, yeah.
which is always a little weird to think about.
Tower of Heaven.
Tower of Heaven.
Ooh. Aaron, a down tilt dash attack. That was some good pop-up, good damage.
So I don't think we've seen Skooli here since the super clone, change.
Ooh.
I don't remember. He wasn't much of a super clone user, but I know Integral definitely is, and I know he's been. If you remember from last week, he definitely hit some saucy stuff with it. So I'm curious how much Skooli has, if Skooli has tried integrating that a little bit more.
Yeah, if there's anyone who's come up with a ton of party tricks with Super Clone, it's Integral.
Oh yeah.
So it's pretty interesting. Just two pretty decently different spins on the character, brawling against each other.
Yeah, that is a good point. I forget the buff doesn't really matter in this matchup because there's no projectiles or anything.
Yeah, but yeah, Clone Pop.
That's one heck of an interaction.
I don't even know how much damage Clone Pop does. Probably not 8%. So
8. Definitely not 8%, because you can crouch cancel it.
Ooh. Oh my god, Ooh. That was interesting. Integral opted to not even pop Clone once it ran off stage. I was expecting it to be Skooli's clone, but it was actually Integral's. Or just ran off stage and then he was like, alright, I'm coming back. Which honestly added some interesting pressure that I did not expect.
Ooh, nice. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's one of those situations where you want to just kind of like no tech down air.
Yeah. Or at the very least go for tech as just like a mix-up, because Skooli will definitely eat you alive for those platform techs. He's looking for those a lot. Tech chases in general, he looks for a lot of his finishers, and he usually does a pretty good job of it. So be wary to try not to put yourself in those situations if you can avoid it.
Yeah, I think. Oh, unfortunate down the back air. I think that's kind of a common theme in general, not just with Force Burn, but any spike at those higher percents where they send you down, they hit fall, and then they're ready to tech chase.
So this is an interesting twist.
Integral growing Raster.
The Integral Raster. I was playing some games with him yesterday, and he pulled out the Raster for a couple at the end. I don't know how long he's had Raster, or if he's just like working on it or something. I don't know. I forget my history.
It's interesting.
An interesting twist from last game.
Yeah.
Last set.
And hey, it's worth a shot. Just give it a game, see how it goes. Get your information. Okay.
Skooli opting to just kind of hold crouch there and just CC through the slipstream Merv and trying to go for the parry, it seems.
Yeah. No resources there. That was a pretty simple cleanup for Skooli there. But we're getting some good stuff, and you know what? I love it. You know what I think is the most like underused move? Surprisingly, his Raster is like sour up B off the top. I feel like I don't see that much anymore.
It's a move that you saw a lot really early on in the game when it used to be like ridiculously strong for what it was. But yeah, kind of after the change where it became a little more reasonable, you haven't really seen it too often now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like the last time I've really seen it at like a high level, but I don't know. Yeah, certainly underutilized.
Okay, Integral kind of using a bit of resources before getting to the wall. Something I see a lot of Raster players do that's pretty solid is just DIing out or whatever, recovering low with an up B and drifting to wall, and then wall jumping and you have like all your resources.
Yeah, and you saw there in the corner when Skooli landed at the back air and it put Integral on the ledge there. Integral just did like a no tech land, and Skooli kind of threw Skooli off because he was just kind of jumping up in place, waiting to catch like a tech in or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it worked out there in that situation, but unfortunately not getting enough to take the game.
Right.
And
It's worth a shot, though.
Skooli moves on, which means I think we're going to go ahead and do our losers match, just because then it'll get us in that back and forth cadence, I think. Let me double check. Make sure I'm not crazy.
It's only 7. I think we can probably squeeze that.
I'm just trying to make sure we're doing this right. Yes. Yeah, we're going to do that first. And then that'll get us to... Oh, yeah.
That makes sense. Oh, yeah, Doi.
Report. Alright.
I love Skooli's ghost profile picture on StarTG.
Yeah. It has a little, one of those little, like, are those ears on it? Because that's, I know it's the, it's like it's a little, I know it's the what is it, the tower ghost. Pokemon Tower ghost.
Yeah, I didn't...
What's up? Bear Ghost. He's saying he changed it when he started listening to Bear Ghost, and he searched Bear Ghost, so that was one of the first images he found.
I see. It's a good one.
All right. Submit. All right. So yeah, I think if we do that, then that gets us. So we can do those two, then those two, then those two, then that. I guess.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Okay, so let's get Variable and Ravens on stream.
It's because I don't use it because I suck. Yeah, true.
All right.
I understand why you don't use it against me as much as liberally though, because I can just nair you and kill you, or even fair sometimes. Although I think Raster up B, even the Sour, breaks fair armor like surprisingly early, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna look at that right now. For you, Speed.
Raster up B, like the weak hit?
Mm-hmm. It's one of those hits where you're just like, oh yeah, this won't break fair armor until much later, and then it like breaks it at like 50
Does it have like an
or
absurdly
something.
high base knockback or something?
Surprisingly, which, yeah, that might be why.
Because that would probably do it. It's usually a base knockback thing.
Yeah. Up special, rising, peak. Sweet spot, of course, tanks it, yeah. 14. Up special rising at 85. Okay, that was actually higher than I thought, but 85 is still kind of considerably low. If you consider the situations of Edalus even being in that position in the first place. Which often he'll have to be recovering pretty high at a higher percent. Not all the time. There are scenarios, but yeah, 85 and the peak armor's at 104, so.
Alrighty then.
Huh.
So I know the Game Awards have been happening while we're waiting on this kind of setup here. I haven't really seen too much.
Yeah,
I put it on for a little bit, but I wasn't really watching. I caught the tail end of a Street Fighter 6 trailer.
oh.
Game is looking hot.
I'm
as
actually
always.
really excited for that game.
Yeah. I can talk a little bit more after the set probably.
Yeah. Oh, those are some back airs. Back airing the frog?
Ooh, yeah, going for the dunk.
In his own dojo. Kind of in his own dojo, just wrong stage skin.
True. Yeah, sort of. It's a worse version of his dojo. It's fine. It's close enough.
Yeah, frogs can still swim. You know what? I just got an idea. If Rana plays on the stage, his bubble, if it coasts right above the water, it should just turn into a lily pad.
Lily pad. No, it like does the thing when like it does the thing when like a bubble touches water, how it just gets all like deformed and just floats on the surface.
Yeah.
It just domes.
I'm down.
Oh man, that sounds cursed.
Ooh.
So let's see here.
Oh! That's
What
something.
What in the world? What an interaction.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to make Rano not feel as comfortable doing like a wall jump, double jump tongue at ledge.
Something that I'm curious about in this set, because I know Variable is a big model down tilt fan, and we know how much space that move covers.
Oh yeah, it's
But
an incredible tilt.
But at the same time, Rano's got the dash attack, so I wonder which instant transmission burst options will end up winning out in some of these skirmishes.
Yeah. Ooh, the up tilts. Ooh. Ravens is looking for a needle reverse right there to maybe get another back air on that extension, but doesn't quite find something there. Ooh, parry to bomb. Oh
Gosh, I just imagined Rano hitting a bomb with a tongue, and just doing like the Wario thing where he swallows it and just like a, and he just gets stunned for like a split for a little bit.
Oh man. Here's another Dan idea. If he does that in this matchup and then lands a down B on the Malo, they just take tick damage in the bubble for the very next one. Because it's all like gassy, I guess. I don't know.
Oh.
Rivals 2 esports. I know you're listening.
No. If he swallows a bomb, he doesn't blow up. He stores it. So then if in that same stock he tons the Malo, then it like explodes in his mouth, damaging the Malo before he gets put in the bubble.
I'm down with that too.
This is so stupid. What was that? Was that a dash attack down tilt trade, or was that just jab 2? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell.
It was something. Ooh, that caught a jump.
Yeah, that definitely caught a jump, and not the best, and a jump away it looks like from that DI. Let's see, variable up game 1. Let's see.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. That Malo has that many options, not just to prevent the tongue in the first place, but even after Rano got the tongue sling in the stage, I'm gonna throw a bomb. And if you keep holding in here, you have some of the best tools in the game at just covering that space and like sending him back off stage.
Especially if it's like a primed bond, because then you can just kind of deal with. You have to. I imagine you'd have to worry a lot less about like slingshot aerials and whatnot. Like if they just try to do a tongue there, and you can just kind of like, how about I don't interact with this and just throw a cherry bomb at you instead.
Right.
Because I know sometimes that can be a pain to deal with. Ooh, catches a parry. That was something that I was commenting in the last set. Is that I feel like that's something that Ravens is good at looking for. Like he tries to play a lot where he'll get a couple hits, and then as you're kind of going away, he'll hover right outside of you just to wait for you to do something. But what I think he's kind of lacking is, if you're gonna play in that style, you gotta be you gotta make your opponent afraid of you. And I don't think Ravens pulls out enough, plays enough threatening options in his hand often enough to where that playstyle really excels.
I could see it. Because one thing I'm actually seeing from him that's really good is when he's in a position like his opponent's at like a pretty low percent, he actually can rack up damage pretty well.
Yeah, it's more of a thing. That's more of a thing that like is that mid to high percent and whatnot.
Yeah. And I think maybe at these higher percents, I'd like to see maybe just some needle throws here and there to kind of catch your opponent playing a certain way around it. Because like, even if your opponent like hits you immediately and gets rid of the like poison charge or whatever, it's like in a way you can kind of condition that to happen, like thus making their neutral like a bit more linear, or, like kind of predictable.
Yeah, because if you just throwing needles at them, it's going to make them want to go in, which means that they'll be more likely to take what is it? Take advantages of any sort of any opening that you get. So they might be a little less patient in those situations when you're trying to sniff something out. Ugh, yeah.
Fortunate back air there. Yeah, so in that case where they're just taking tick damage, and if they decide to not approach, then they're just taking damage.
And it's like, okay.
At that high percent, where it's like any move could kill now. You don't need a much higher committal move.
At some point, it's just a matter of like, well, all right, if this is going to keep building me percent and building me more of a lead, I don't have a reason to stop.
Oh, the up B into him. Oh, the flashbang back to stage. Gonna live that, but this is kind of scary. No, didn't. Okay.
Yeah, heard the side B coming out there.
Yeah.
I like that recovery if he was trying to land on him with like an aerial or something, but just didn't quite get an option out quick enough. Yeah, and that's kind of another one of those situations I was thinking of where it's like, it's just the last step. Like the last step of a lot of these sequences or setups and whatnot. Maybe it could just be like an awareness thing, or just like a game sense kind of thing. I'm not sure. Could be a couple things. Because I don't think it's just like oh, I'm too scared to commit to something. I don't think it's that.
I think it's yeah, if he just kind of abused needles more than he currently is. Like, the start of this game was fantastic. He threw, like, 4 or 5 needles.
Yep.
And Albert was like, I need to get in and, like, full hop back air towards him to, like, get something going. And it's, like, it's so easy. At, like, honestly, all levels of play, just throw some needles, and then your opponent's like, I gotta get in.
Yeah.
I gotta do something, you know?
Do something to make them want to do dumb shit.
Yeah, it demands a response, especially against characters that have moves that just set up, for example, Mala bombs. Pulling a bomb, that takes percent. Idolist throwing out, like, up B into Waveland F tilt, that takes 2%, you know?
Yeah, Mala is definitely one of the characters best at forcing responses in that way.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that Variable does pretty well, too. He is definitely very, very liberal with his bomb usage to try to get you to do something that he can capitalize on.
Oh, reads the air dodge there with the F tilt. Very nice. Ooh.
Pretty even game so far.
Went for a tongue there, I heard it. Okay. Something I'd like to see more in general, not just from Ravens. Oh, that was silly.
What a trade.
I just feel like not enough people do this in general against Malo.
Yeah.
Like, even at, like, top level play, it kind of drives me crazy. If Malo's, like, set up bombs in between stocks and they, like, leave them right under the Angel platform, just drop and parry. It's a free parry. They're in parry stun, and you can just destroy Malo for it and get free stage control, especially on Spirit Tree.
If it's just, so if you like, if a bomb's just sitting there, time your fall so that when you land, you just get a parry off the bomb.
If you're actionable yet. But it does happen where Malos are a bit more comfortable than I feel like they should be. To where it's just like, oh no, this is a free parry stun, a free punish.
Raven's on the board.
Yeah.
Good up strong, gonna take the suck.
Very, very nice.
Let's see. Where is Variable going to take us? He took me to Forest War both games in our set, so I think, yeah.
I could see it. I also don't think Ravens particularly minds this pick, because I think
that's interesting.
I'm starting to become a believer that this is one of Rano's better stages, period.
Really?
Yeah.
State your case.
Just because I feel like the side blast zones are like so deceptively small, so it's like they need like that one edge guard. To me, at least. Anyway, I mean, deceptively subjective in this case.
I actually don't know how big they are.
They're surprisingly small. I don't know the actual term it like uses in game, like smaller or like average, whatever.
Yeah.
But they have surprised me with how small they are, and Rano is like seemingly always the character that reminds me how small they are. With just these like needle pressures off stage and like the spare that galaxies that you didn't expect to galaxy, and you're just like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So I feel like Rano can have a bit of an easier time finding kills here. Not to say Malo can't. I mean, it's neutral. It's small, but
yeah, interesting. I don't know.
I didn't expect him to die from that. But
yeah, I wonder what variable stop process of picking the stage is. I wouldn't call it like a bad pick or anything. It's just, I don't know. I don't play against enough Malo to really suss out what they would tend to look for. I guess.
Oh my God! What is that?
What is happening?
That was 4.
That was 4.
That is the most amount of Rano dares I've seen linked ever.
And there was a flash.
Literally ever. I have
amazing.
never seen that move land 4 times in a row. That wasn't Rano's bubble. And even then, Rano has to like use a double jump or like an air dodge to get back into the bubble's range.
Oh, that was grimy.
Oh no.
I like what Ravens is going for there. Kind of doing like an empty hop and trying to land the last second forward air, but variable was just press the button a little bit too quickly for that to work out.
And once again, right there, whenever Ravens spawned on this last stock, he could have just flat dropped and went for a parry on the finisher right there. But
yeah.
up tilt, up air. Ooh, up B.
That forward smash barely didn't hit. I am shocked.
Back air. Oh,
Cherry
that's
bomb,
a
gonna
dead
take it.
bug.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
The bomb.
Oh.
That's
a 48. That's a 54.
Did the back air hitbox just out prioritize the explosion? That's why you didn't get hit. I think that's what happened.
Well, I think that just contributes. That just hits Malo every time anyway, as long as it's in his hand.
I'm surprised it didn't. Oh, wait, does it not hit you, the opponent, whenever it's being held by Malo?
I don't believe.
Oh, okay.
So.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't fight Malo enough to really give you a definitive answer.
I think so.
But I think that's the case.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, that sounds right.
I think so.
All right. So
yeah,
I guess.
That's it.
Let's see. What do we want to do next? I went bottom up last time, just because you weren't here yet. Or rather, I don't remember why, because you're here.
Oh, well, the buy anyway. Anyway, what do you think?
Let's keep going bottom up.
Sure. Okay.
Why not?
You win the mush. Soda. Sawtooth. For real. So now we are now in winners semis. Let me swap the names here. Wait, no shot. What? Crota, you're trolling, right? Ty, you're trolling? I'm reading a chat. Reading a message in Discord. And I heard them say Hades 2? Oh my god. Are you serious? That's actually super tight. No way. That is so cool. I'm gonna have to watch that trailer later, but Hades 2, I guess. That's pretty neat. Is that Christmas Ori? I don't think we have seasonal skins. So, be red. Yeah, that's seasonal skin. Saw the scarf. Alright, Mushroom Soda and Sawtooth. This is going to be good. This is going to be a good set. I don't know if these two have played in recent history. Maybe they have. I'd have to dig for it to know. But this will be a good one either way.
I love good sets.
Yeah. Mushroom Soda's been getting better and better and better.
Yeah, we beat Breadstick.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking to me about it though, and he was like, I think Breadstick had like an off day a little bit, and I mean like a win's a win, absolutely. But he was also telling me like after Heatwave, he feels like he really learned a lot and like leveled up. So that was really cool to hear. Like whatever he was feeling about that matchup, he feels like he's on like the cusp of like this level up that can like tackle all these players like Sawtooth and stuff like that. And so I'm really excited to see what he brings to the table, because like I play him in friendlies a good bit, and like I see the improvement each time. Every time it's so much scarier, and like, yeah, he's so good.
Yeah. Went for that bash confirm too. Honestly, I feel like that would have comboed, but he just drifted a little too far.
Yeah.
That move's pretty finicky.
Yeah, he's really good about getting those bashes right there. There you go.
Wow.
It'll be interesting because he goes for the bashes a lot. Just try to like work on his consistency for it. And against like even players like me, you'll get scared and you'll either like overcompensate or not like realize it in time and get like bashed a couple times. But I feel like players like Sawtooth are already aware going into the matchup like what they need to do to avoid those types of combo strings. So it'll be really interesting if he can recognize those in the moment and like hold back when he needs to, or just go full force because he recognized the opening.
Yeah. What I'm really enjoying from seeing Mushroom Soda so far too is I've noticed it a couple times where he gets like the spare one in neutral and a jab F tilt, and then nothing. Like he's very clearly waiting for Sawtooth to like maybe throw out a parry or like a roll or something. And to that note, Sawtooth is also doing a good job of not biting and like pushing a button that maybe he feels like he doesn't really want to.
Wow, that did not go. I know he angled it like up, but that did not go as far as I thought he was going to go from that.
Yeah, heavy characters will live that for a bit, especially center stage.
Yeah. Yeah, this is back and forth for sure though. Like 150, I mean, Sawtooth can milk this out because Ori can struggle a little bit if you can't find those confirms, but I mean, this whole time it's been pretty much neck and neck, and if he can get the stock early enough, there you go. Good call out. Wow.
Yeah. Bit overkill, but hey, if you feel the up smash, you feel the up smash.
Yeah. Great parry. Ooh, back air. Wow, just press it again.
That was genuinely just an incredible play from Sawtooth.
Yeah,
like,
actually, using the first back air to wait, but also keeping himself in the perfect spot for like, because like even if you up B early there, then he's still waiting right there, and he can hit you with like a sour spot bear. He can do a lot of things still. Very scary and really good for him to recognize that.
Yeah, calling out the fast fall too on that lower angle.
Yeah.
Bear is like really solid.
Yeah.
So is Ori, where are you going here? I'm not against the run back. This is a good game.
Yeah.
Jules I could also see. Ori's just a character that I feel like can close the space pretty well against Sylph. Especially on the smaller stages. So it really depends on what Mushroom Soda is up for.
Yeah, and he's definitely thinking about it. I feel like this is the longest I've seen him actually take time on a stage, which is actually really cool to see. Because like for the longest time, I would just like instant pick comfort stages, and then afterwards, like immediately go, oh shoot, I feel like that character actually does better there than I do. And it's really cool that he's recognizing that this is a really important part of the game and could just like eke out that, because he really just needed one more stock, and like a couple of exchanges that he feels helps him with that in a stage could make that difference.
Yeah, and I feel like his hesitation there definitely, like on the stage pick, I mean, definitely shows like the amount of possible answers he has to this, which is always a good feeling, rather than like, oh, this is the only like stage maybe I'm comfortable with or something.
And
so yeah.
Something else I wanted to mention about Mushroom Soda, and it's so good, and it's like, I feel like he does it on purpose because I know he's aware of like, when he gets like put into this advantage, he's a fantastic player, and he can, oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Moving
Silva's
on.
up there.
He knows that he can like parry out of those like disadvantaged states, and he can time it well, but he goes for these like no parry like, or sorry, no techs. No techs into like parries and stuff to catch that opponent's timing just a little bit off. And it's so heads up, and it will catch even like really good players, because they'll get used to like players who they think that they like have an edge on, where they can get away with some of those kind of like more consistent, okay, they're going to tech here and then I follow up after. And he doesn't give them that same kind of consistent follow-up, so they really have to like get into a little bit more of an uncomfortable state and like think about what they're doing a bit more, which really helps, especially when you have this kind of like Ori bait and punish threat that's coming in with it that he does so well.
I like the idea that up air there, but just unfortunately gets the reverse hit, sending him back to stage. But he's continuing this edge regard pretty well.
He's using Sign phenomenally to like cover all the options that Sawtooth can go. And it's kind of forcing Sawtooth to have to get back on the stage in more ways than just burrow.
Ooh, I like the coverage there, but Sawtooth had really good evasion.
Yeah. Ooh, good dash attack call out. Oh, falling out of the up air, that's huge. The down air I don't think is exactly what he wanted from that. Yeah, and Sawtooth's just kind of playing out of his threat range now. I feel like Mushroom Soda might be getting a little bit antsy, trying to just close out the stock, and Sawtooth is really punishing for it. And yeah, that's going to be it.
Up air 1, that'll do it, yeah.
Living till 160 as Ori, though, no joke. No, good stock for him, but he's going to need to clean up this one if he wants to get into a more comfortable spot. I like the idea, just a little bit too far. Good drift from Sawtooth.
I think typically I see, at least Kusi anyway, after that first up air there, he air dodges immediately, and you read the situation right. That was insane.
Yeah.
You read the situation during that air dodge, and if you see you can pull the trigger and like get that up air, you just double jump up air and like immediately get in the zone. But if you realize like they're actually in a position where they're actionable or like just barely out of range, you can double jump back to stage.
Yeah, which is a really cool approach, because I mean, I would personally think that like, oh, you'd want to like use the jump first, you would want to like save that air dodge, but it's actually really
Silvano's jab moment.
I have not seen that before, but honestly, I'm not surprised that it's a thing. Wow, that's a big lead for Sawtooth that Mushroom Soda is going to have to make up, but he definitely can.
Yeah.
His edge guards have looked really good.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It's kind of easier to do that as like some of the lighter characters in the game, unfortunately.
Yeah, you have to be so careful on your DI on these characters. You don't have that same luxury of being able to make 1 or 2 DI mistakes at low percents. Like, almost any move, if you're holding full out, that has like any sort of kill power can catch you at these really low percents.
Yeah. Because the big thing there is like, that's such a move like right there, where it's like Mushroom Soda DI'd hard in on the rapid jab there, and that allowed Sawtooth to get this fair conversion. So as like a light character, it's like they understand the DI, and I don't doubt Mushroom Soda knows how to DI that move. It's just so easy to make your DI turn into drift or your drift turned into DI on accident, where you start holding out a bit too soon and you can just explode sometimes. It's hard.
And that's a really hard thing for a lot of players to like become aware of, because you try to build this muscle memory of like, okay, I got hit by this move, I hold a direction. But it takes that like kind of weight, that composure to recognize what they need to do after the hit. That can actually save them a lot of the time.
Definitely. was a good set.
Chompers versus who?
Scoot.
It's so common here today. Just like the casual 7 people. It's kind of like a nice, relaxing energy a little bit, even though there's some really good games going on.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's just here to watch some good rivals.
I always like the smaller events. They're always
Yeah.
a good time.
For sure.
All right.
Yep.
All right. I got it. Since I'm here, though, I will do Sylv, Ori, boom, bam, bop, submit. So let's see. Next, we're gonna do Skooli. You just played, right?
Yeah.
All right. Mushroom soda and integral. On stream. Mushroom soda, integral. These two at it again. They played last week. I did what I could to separate them, but there's only 7 people. 3rd and 5th seed. Well, actually, it was originally I originally had Mushroom as the 4th seed and Skooli as the 3rd seed to avoid Skooli and to avoid Mushroom integral happening in the winners round 1. But then there's going to be here anyway, so it was literally unavoidable without really butchering the seeding.
You can only do so much in a
Yeah.
person bracket.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't really. I just figured I'd at least avoid it happening in winner's side.
Yeah. We're big chillin'.
Because at least if it was in losers, there's a chance something crazy happened
Yeah.
that made it not happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is going to be losers round 2. So losers quarters, actually. Mushroom soda. I'm gonna have to check, make sure we don't have Holiday Ori, because I didn't see it in here. And I tried adding in Ori Holiday, and it didn't work.
I don't believe we have seasonal skins.
But we
so
do, I think.
What?
I have some. We have some of them, I thought. We have Halloween, and we
Maybe
have.
some. We do have the Halloween skins, I remember.
So.
I don't think we're Christmas yet. Although we are Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Try Xmas. Huh.
Yeah, let me check the file. The files here.
I've never actually seen this, so just seeing my face just massive. Noah's, oh my god, Mike.
Or I don't see it, but I might be glossing right over it. Yeah, it's not here. No Holiday Ori.
Huh.
Sad. Oh well.
Unfortunate. I blame eSport.
It's all esports' fault. What do you mean Zach's the one that makes them? Actually, blaming Zach sounds funnier. I'm gonna blame Zach. Alright, let's see. I did not switch the names. Oh wait, no, I did.
Yeah, you're.
Oh no,
you're
that's right.
gold.
That's right. Okay.
You are golden.
Yeah. The raster threw me off. It's like, wait, what side are we on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's interesting to see the roster start out.
See, it's funny that we go here because I was talking to Mushroom Soda a little bit about stage picks because he was like, I don't really know where to counterpick people to as Ori. I don't really know what my good or bad stages are. And I suggested, I tend to ban Blazing because of the big platform in the middle, and that's also why I tend to ban Gates because it's like that for half the game.
Yeah.
Not to mention the other half, it's another layout like this that's also really good for Ori. Because I think Ori is one of the best characters that can join that platform in the game, just because of how fast they are and how good their platform options are, and just even if they're in the air, they can get away from the platform really easy too.
I agree. I do think this is one of Ori's better stages because of like how quick they can utilize the platforms. And as a smaller character, I mean, the bigger blast zones are definitely helping them not get cheesed in other scenarios.
And he actually brought that up. He was like, well, I'm a little worried about going here because I don't feel like my kill confirms are all that great yet. So I'm worried about my opponent, especially against a heavy like he was talking about in the matchup with me. He's worried about me living forever. So I don't know. That's kind of a trade-off, though, I guess.
Yeah.
But
So-
Mushroom Soda
Oh,
with a pretty significant lead now.
I saw the up B and I was like, oh. And I think Soda was ready for the bash, but he was just like, let's point the stick from down to up.
Oh, it doesn't drift far enough in to catch.
Yeah.
Or to get caught, rather.
Not gonna kill.
That was dangerously close to killing, though. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No charge, not quite, but one more of those definitely will.
Like now?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Alright.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice option to have against Raster Tornado.
Yeah, let's
Pretty
see.
definitively beats it out.
Sticking with the raster, huh? Okay. Now I remember. Oh, I'm remembering now. I just realized. I think I did. I give Mushroom Soda the forest bracket. One of these two was expressing some disdain for the matchup on the other end, and I can't remember who it was. Which is why we might be seeing the raster coming out from Intercal. Maybe it's his end. He doesn't like fighting Ori as horse. Which I guess I could see.
Maybe. I could see that.
I don't remember.
I could see it.
We'll have to ask later. Ooh. Tempest Feet.
That thing's purple.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work.
Purple's my favorite. Well, because the
Hey,
follow-up
is that
line
one
is like,
purple?
Yeah.
Purple is my favorite color.
I was trying to remember the exact wording. This ain't half bad.
My favorite part about that scene is like he says, "This isn't half bad," and then he says, "This is the best idea ever."
Hey, world!
Pretty patties are the best idea ever.
Ooh,
Yikes.
Backer, upper, clap. Or fair clap.
Dead it like below 100, I think. 40.
Yeah, that was very, very sweet confirmed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good raster.
Yeah, I guess when you got characters this light, you don't have to worry quite as much about the big blast zones. Because like
Yeah.
you'll die like what? Maybe like, I mean, if your opponent's light, you might kill them like what? 10% later, 20% later. It's not gonna quite spiral out of control as easily as with a heavyweight. Ooh, yeah, I like going for these bashes.
Oh my.
Not quite gonna find a smart though.
I actually really, really like those jabs.
Yeah.
Like, they were delayed enough, and I was kind of expecting a tilt, but he kept, like, going for them to kind of get Raster on, like, just to keep him on the right side of him and just keep pushing him off stage. Really
yeah.
interesting.
And doing it just long enough to make them feel like an idiot. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're just like, do I DI something? Or
Yeah, exactly.
Do I need
Because then it puts them in a really weird situation where they might, it's like, okay, I got a DI to get out of this. And then that's when they get hit by the random forward tilt and get put in a really bad spot.
Exactly.
A tricky little trick.
Oh,
Ooh.
that could have been bad, but reverse hit.
Catches the parry. Ori living. Well, as soon as I make that comment about, uh-oh. No, he's alive. I thought he messed that up, but no. Good save, good save.
Yeah.
But as soon as I make a comment about, oh, you're light, you're not going to live that long. Ori sitting at 161.
Yeah, on that, okay.
But
Yeah.
but I guess Raster kind of has have that arthritis at times, you know. Where if he doesn't kill you with some bullshit to kill you at 80, he kind of just has to go for straight hits until like a random like forward arrow will just kill you randomly.
Yeah, something I would like to see from Integral a bit more on these recoveries is I'm seeing these air dodges burns like right below ledge and then into an up B, and I think I touched on this in his last set too, but even just these up Bs like really low, like towards wall, so you just keep all your jumps and like your air dodge and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because if you come, especially without your air dodge back to stage, if you're a character that can box with Raster, they will box.
Absolutely.
And Mushroom Soda's been doing a really good job of just shutting that out.
which is interesting to think about because when I think of Ori, one of their things that they're a little bit on the weaker side of is their like hitbox size. Like in generally, it's not that they're lacking it, not that they're like they aren't big enough or that they're like not disjointed enough where he just kind of can't really contest anything. But like a lot of their key moves just aren't like that big, or maybe I'm just thinking like, or maybe I'm just thinking about just jab in general. But like I don't think of Ori and think of a character that like particularly out buttons you. It's more of a they more play the other side of that coin where they where they kind of juke you out to outbox you, I guess.
Yeah. I think really the only option, well, I guess the one jarring example that Ori has is like the powered F smash at ledge, but and honestly, Mushroom Soda, I don't think I've been seeing a ton of that from him. Not to say that there's a problem with that, but to your point of like boxing or like just being ambiguous with like just pushing you off stage or like tricking you into DIing like into just like a quick up air like a bash or something.
And
like
I think that being unpredictable and like using movement stuff is something that Mushroom Soda actually does fairly well. Like you were seeing a little bit in my set, and we saw it in that last interaction on the stage there. Just kind of content to sit on these platforms, use their mobility with the threat of a flat drop aerial to kind of make Rasker scared of committing. And I think that's something that he leverages pretty well, and it's something one of Ori's key strengths. That coverage with the sign was really
crazy.
good.
Dang.
Nice. I'm a fan. Cool.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
So,
Oh yeah, Game Awards. What was I talking about with it? I mentioned something with it. Oh yeah, the Street Fighter 6 trailer.
Oh yeah.
I believe we saw a bunch of the new characters. It was Marissa, I think, the like really buff lady with like the helmet kind of thing. I'd have to watch that trailer because I'm trying to make out what the hell the headpiece is supposed to be. Because I thought when I first saw it for the first time, I saw like the color and the shape, and I was like, oh my god, it's Sidon. Or something, right? It's like a fish head or something. I don't know. But yeah, we saw her. We saw Manon, I think her name was, the French woman. That's about all I can describe her with, because it's like it's very. You have to see her. She looks cool too. We saw DJ's new design in motion for the first time. DJ looks so fucking cool. No,
Oh really?
like oh my god. They like. Have you seen any of the like when the roster got like leaked a while back? Have you seen any of that?
I saw like, I think literally just like the first trailer or whatever it was.
Yeah,
like literally the announcement for Street Fighter 6.
Like, look at this guy. DJ looks so freaking sick now.
Dude. I'd buy him a drink.
Yeah, alright. Oh, I should call the next match. Skooli variable on stream.
yeah, we're kind
I
of.
completely forgot about that. Whoops.
We're kind of cruising.
Yeah.
8:15.
Yeah, we saw DJ. And we saw, what was it? JP? Oh, that's like some fan art. But yeah, let's see. Oh, he's got a page now on the website. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's probably the villain character. Probably. We think. I don't know.
He's like the creepy dude from Home Alone.
Yeah, he's got some shadow powers or something. I don't know.
Or he just has like.
Oh yeah, I'll show you Manon here. Yeah.
Manon. Ooh. This game's looking so good.
Yeah, she's like judo. I think like a half grappler kind of thing. I don't know. I only caught the tail end of the trailer, so I didn't get to see much gameplay. But they all look super cool.
Interesting.
Not real.
And DJ especially looks so cool in motion. I don't know what it is.
Dude.
Like, dude, look at this guy. Look at his face. I wish we could show
I need
on
to-
stream here, but like,
I need to ask him for his hookup on clothes.
he is looking stylish.
Dude's like,
DJ, yeah.
god damn.
My man got a glow up and a half.
He's kicking him with his flops.
Oh, dude, he is. He's kicking him.
He's good.
We're looking at the Street Fighter 6 website. They
He's
put
got
some
his
pictures and
flops
stuff.
on. Dude, that's that's so disrespectful. To get kicked with the flip flops, oh my god.
There we go.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Dude, is that like his super or something? That looks so
Oh.
good. Wait, what does that medallion say? The medallion has like words on it. I can't.
I just, you know what vibe I get from him? I just get Funky Kong vibes.
Maximum.
Like,
The medal says maximum
he's
on
just
it.
that dude.
Oh my god, he is Funky Kong.
Like,
He's even got the glasses. He's got the glasses now and everything.
just
What a
exudes that energy.
What a champion.
All
Oh,
right.
man. Anyway, back to this other fighting game.
Yeah.
Skooli variable. I forget if these two have played, because I did not look for this in the seeding, I don't think. Or maybe I did. I forget.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they have.
Yeah.
I just don't remember these two specifically. Maybe off stream, but I also haven't been paying attention.
They have played once in late October,
Okay. So it's been a bit.
where it was variable wins 2, or not variable. It was Skooli wins 2-0.
Gotcha.
I guess it was at like a monthly or something. Oh, was that at Rise?
Well, that was the only monthly so far
Yes,
this
it was at
season,
Rise.
so-
It was at Rise. They would have played before Top 8.
Gotcha.
So we'll get to see them in the best of 3. Cool to see.
Good to
And
know.
it's keeping it pretty close so far. This is definitely not a. I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't say anything. No, I said something and then variable. Oh, got kind of juggled and edge guarded again. Oh no.
Yeah, that's Forsburn back air for you.
That force burn. Oh, Veneers!
Ooh.
Oh, this smoke coverage is evil. Oh no! What did he get hit by? Like the single little hit of up B?
Literally up B.
The single hit of up B that kind of messed up the timing. Made him. He was like trying to buffer something. I don't know.
Yeah. And
That
Albert
was-
said, "See ya, I'm going over here."
Up air to bye bye.
Oh
Oh my-
my god.
Ugh.
That was something.
That,
the down
what
air.
the heck? That sent that way?
Yeah. I was,
He is just hitting down air after down air, but variable was living.
yeah, it was the back air I
Ooh.
was definitely expecting air, but the down air was definitely interesting.
Doesn't fall into the. Yeah, that could have been really bad, but
Ooh.
hangs on.
Baby dash jabs there, closing the space really well.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
He is baby dashing, isn't he? I didn't really process that.
A ton, yeah.
Yeah.
Skooli's utilizing baby dash really, really well, and he's not like doing it
He's
a
not-
lot.
He's not doing it in like a tech gremlin kind of way.
Yeah, where it's like, okay, I definitely know you're clearly
Oh, the
covering
triple
the
nair.
space, but when he realizes, I mean, when he doesn't. I don't even want to say it's like lack of confidence. He's really good at being ambiguous of just like even doing like jab 1-2 and then backing off.
He uses it as a spacing option rather than as like an approach option.
And it threatens so much space even when he doesn't commit to it, because it gets your opponent thinking like, oh, this space is theirs potentially.
It's like, oh crap, they know how to do this now.
Yeah.
Just flexing that you're willing to, that you are able and willing to go for something can change a lot of how you have to play the game.
Oh, the F smash.
That bomb bark, actually, if it didn't hit force run, that would have broken all that smoke. That was really good. Yeah, it just got the bonk, so it didn't really do a whole lot. But you hit the force burn, so like it's mission accomplished. Ooh, catches the wall jump away.
Third time's a charm. I mean, yeah, that's like low-key really, really good against
I mean, you know
fours.
Force Burn's got to exist somewhere in there, so I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, like,
Not a bad... Ugh.
well, in the situation there where fours didn't have really any other available smoke other than like just above ledge, you're pretty much forcing them to just up beyond the stage, which is actually terrifying as fours to do,
Ooh.
because they don't want to just jump into the F smash, but
That-
it's like
I bet that forward air, that forward tilt on the platform is going to take a flat drop back air.
I
Because
can
that
see
would
it.
have definitely covered that. Unfortunate.
Yeah, Downer has a ton of hit stun, even after like missing the tech, and Skooli just cleaned that up. Really good reaction too to know that the up smash wasn't going to connect the dagger there at such a high percent. That triangle dash was actually bonkers.
For real. Oh, a little early on the parry. Not going to die, though.
Yeah, a little early.
Ooh, but... Ooh.
Well, he gets the tech.
That was brave.
He gets
That was
what kept him
really
alive.
brave to fall down with the finisher there and hope you're on the right side to not just get sent into oblivion off the side.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be brave if you want to recover good as fours.
I mean, it worked out. Oh, a little early. Yeah, he was wanting to throw it. Just a little late on the up B. That sucks.
I wonder if you can, like, I'm sure there are ways, like, to intentionally, like, get hit a certain way from the finisher, to where you just do the snake.
Do some like, yeah, do the snake. Yeah.
Just like, dare. You just fly across the entire stage.
Oh man. What does Mullo's voice sound like? Right? I have no idea either. I don't know what moth people talk like.
A distant relative of David Hayter, I'd imagine.
But I feel like this game's kind of telling a bit of a different story, but I feel like Variable's doing a decent job of keeping up. I mean, it's just there's something missing. Like it's just he's doing a good job, except for like a few key ingredients, I think. And I'm struggling to put into words what they are. Like right now, this is a rough situation that you want to avoid when possible. You don't want to let Forsberg get all the smoke up. Yeah, good call. Good call. Making some distance. Yeah. Controlling the smoke. That was well played.
Good down tilt to get this edge guard.
Catches it.
I would have liked to see a more just active hitbox covering that area to prevent Force from getting off stage, because the edge guard was really well up until that point, but I think your priority there is not necessarily being like too accurate, but just controlling that space to where if Forsberg does decide to double jump there, which Skooli did, to just push him off stage.
Oh, he was covering that so well, but just kind of choked the end there.
Oh no.
That might be what, and that might have been the inch that Skooli needed here to. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Good
all right.
nair up
Takes
smash.
Takes a stock, still in it. Gets the There's the thing you were talking about.
That's what I said earlier.
There's the exact situation that you were talking about earlier on the mic. Parrying, if you've gotten the iframes, go for the free parry. That puts, because if Mala puts himself in a situation like that, they're suddenly a lot more scared.
Yeah, it's a very, very hard punish you can get on Malo. And you, especially if you come like right off the platform, you have invulnerability anyway.
Let's see. Forget characters. Yes. Yeah. All right. So there we go. That puts Mushroom Skooli in for loser semis. I guess we play next?
Yeah, that
Yes.
looks good to me. And then Loser's Gauntlet.
Yes.
Cool, cool.
grab that and put it on here real quick.
It's actually one of the best pedal stickers.
If you want to do that real quick, be my guest, honestly. The keyboard's over on that side. I'll tell you which one to get rid of here. I guess if you're on that side, you can just stay there. I gotta set some new styles. WF.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Mushroom soda on commentary. Don't know if I'm the only one for this next match. But, yeah, Sawtooth Chompers, man. It's always a fun set to watch. Their characters are, like, so interesting and unique to each other. Like, they just have so many setups with, like, how they control stage and everything. It's gonna be like, I think, a lot of like a battle of attrition to kind of see like who's gonna break through first and take control of neutral. Yeah, this will be a fun set for sure. Hopefully we're all doing well tonight. Oh my god. Is that the Skooli hopping on commentary with me?
Is that the Rivals of Aether in the chat, but for some reason not modded? That's funny.
I was like curious about that. I wasn't sure if that was like
I feel
just
like
like
the
Dan or
real
something.
Rivals of Aether would be modded, no?
I was like, I mean, sure.
Oh, you got the names. You're more on top of this than I've ever been.
Oh, I didn't set this up.
Oh, sick.
Sawtooth was like, I gotta do
We
this.
ride on the coattails of our predecessors here.
Yeah. You know, as a former TO, I could handle it, but for something like that, you know, I could do that. I can type. I
Yeah,
have that ability. I went to computer class in grade school, you know.
true.
I played Kid Pix.
So,
That stupid painting game.
Sawtooth beat you, Chompers beat me. So I'm rooting for Sawtooth and you're rooting for Chompers, right? So we got to pop
Yeah.
off for the opposing
Oh
people.
yeah. Of course. We'll make it work that way.
Unless
That'd be great.
Unless we're viewing it as we want the person who beat us to do well, because then we're not, you know, like then we're validated in our loss.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm not a bitch.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I can take an L. Can
Okay.
you take an L?
No, I can take an L.
Yeah?
I
All
can
right, then
take
we're
it.
not
I'm not
doing-
going to take 2 L's this
Then-
tournament, but I'll take a
You'll
L.
take one.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
okay. You walk back from that. That's your Rocky moment. You take the L and you get back up. You climb the stairs.
Oh yeah. The metaphorical Rivals of Aether Arizona Gatekeeper stairs. It's just the gauntlet of chairs. You just stack them on top of each
You
other.
gotta climb up.
Yeah. It's running back and forth between the like setups on different sides.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a wipeout course.
Oh.
They got like the big balls in the middle. You just kind of like bounce
Imagine
off
you
of.
have to like run through that like alleyway and there's just wipeout like obstacles in your way to get to the setup.
Yeah.
And like SBS is screaming behind you and he's like, if you don't get to that setup in 10 seconds, you're DQ'd.
He would too.
Yeah, no,
He
he would.
he would play the
He
part.
would, yeah.
Absolutely. You pay $10 to get an aerobics exercise, not to play in bracket.
You pay $10 for SBS to yell at you.
Yeah.
That's an experience I would do.
Uh-oh.
Sun controller issues.
Yo, rigged.
He's baiting him? He's
Gatekeepers
baiting him?
is the biggest bait of all time.
Oh my gosh, this bear has no idea this controller's been working the whole time. Oh, he's about...
Oh,
Get out of there!
get out of Mr. President, get down.
Good start for Sylv until that happened. Okay, I'll stop talking now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Parker.
I was saying earlier, like I think this matchup is going to be really interesting, like character-wise, just because they both want to do the same thing, right? They want to control space with their grass and their ice.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like sort of a war of like who's going to break that wall first.
Yeah.
But then you have Sylv down tilt.
Yeah.
That's just going to break that for free.
This matchup is super interesting to me. I've heard differing perspectives. Some Sylvs who like it, some who don't. Or maybe not like it so much as think it's like a good matchup for them. I think it's one of the few matchups I heard some Sylvs like talk about being like a solid matchup for them. That is debatable by like other Sylvs.
On this stage, man, you gotta watch out for that. You can't be getting caught in that situation.
Yeah,
dude. Double back air. Oh God.
Maybe if you hold out on the first one, you can get out. But I think once you get hit by that first one holding in, it might just be like an ABSA moment where you're just getting taken for a ride to the blast zone. Yeah.
It's a moment. It's like it's up to them to mess it up.
Yeah. But
you can only drift the eye so far.
Dude, Chompers.
Oh,
it actually
sick parry.
Yeah. Dude, Chompers makes edge canceling look so easy, and it. I mean, granted, he does get to slide, but like, I play Edalus, and I like go for a edge cancel, and I'm just like, this is not as easy as he makes it look, and he does it from like the weirdest angles and like the hardest spots. He's just so good at it.
Yeah. I mean, he's #1 this season for a reason.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, wanted to get that back air out. Isn't able to get it. Pretty even game, all things considered. All it takes is Sawtooth to get like one combo here.
Oh, great DI up though.
Yeah, that was a huge
really
call out
sick.
from Chompers. It may look silly that he missed that, but that was all Chompers DI just being really heads up.
Oh my God, he held that for like 8 years.
Yeah, and thank God Sawtooth didn't get hit by that, because that would have been a hard one to recover from. Oh, he tried to go for the side B out of the seed in the air. Didn't quite work, and now he's in a tough spot.
Yeah,
That down air, or down smash. So that's a very interesting thing, because like down smash, I feel like it covers everything, right? But if you get in the middle of the Edalus, you can get like into the sour spot where it's not going to kill you. The Edalus, the Edalus maybe will like follow up with it, but it's like this interesting like mind game, right? Where it's like one of the few characters where you may want to actually go right where the
the enemy wants to be,
or right where
the enemy is.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I have no grass, but I'm coming to you still.
Oh wow. You know what? Something that I find really crazy about Sawtooth too is that he makes use of literally any patch of grass.
Yep.
Even the tiniest little 2-3 pixel wide patch of grass, he will convert that if he sees the opportunity.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
And he's also super mindful of putting down that grass. Like he's such a patient player.
Yeah.
And the one time you may find openings is when he's putting down those seeds, because he's so conscious about like, hey, I need this on stage, not only for my like on-stage threat.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
But for my recovery. Yeah, that was scary by Mr. Edalus, man. And he had a lead there, but quickly evaporated.
Polar bear himself
just walks away. Wow, I'm surprised that Roll actually fully dodged the Howl. That's really fortunate for Chompers there. Although I'm sure he knows it.
Okay.
Oh! See, and like
he hit him with the nasty, dude.
Chompers absolutely knows the side like to DI out on that. But it's hard to be on point all the time, right? Of course, yeah. But also, I wouldn't be surprised if that was another like DI up moment where he's trying to like catch Sawtooth sleeping, and Sawtooth is awake. I assure you, he is ready for those.
He probably slept, got a full 8 hours last night.
Yep.
Had his cup of coffee.
Yeah, and
looked at a Sylph picture on Google Images for like 6 hours, and then said, "I am one with the dog."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that
wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that killed, but that move's so hard to DI. I don't blame Sawtooth. And I was about to say, this is looking really good for Sawtooth, and now he's in a very scary edgeguard scenario where he has armor too, so he can strong. If he gets him to a high enough percent, he can strong through that up B recovery and just like guarantee a hit.
He's got like one more interaction. He's gotta make this count.
There you go. Yep, and that's so huge. This could be what kills.
Oh my God.
That trades. I can't believe that down smash even got out in time. Oh, huge call out.
Actually, wait, the
that
no
down
tech?
air. Wow.
Chompers is fat.
Chompers knows. Actually, oh my God, that was so smart. I feel like he wanted to get hit by that seed because it gave him his up beat back in that blast.
Wow, that killed there?
Wow.
Dude!
Chompers brought that back.
That's actually nuts. I didn't think he was dead.
Yeah.
I thought he was like just barely gonna live.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's such an interesting dynamic, though, with the throwing that seed up. If you hit it from, like, under, right, I'm pretty sure it kind of, like, sends them up, but you can, like, SDI it a little bit. But if you get hit from above, right, where it's falling on you,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll kill you off the top. I think it, like, may send you where you're getting hit from, or at least you can SDI it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
So it almost becomes like a refresh for Chompers in his... I'll have to ask Sawtooth about that. I totally could be wrong about that.
Yeah, yeah.
But if so, that means it's a really tight timing for Sawtooth to get that seed in a way that's actually beneficial, because it could be really damaging if he goofs that.
Man. Dude, the edge guarding Sylvanas is just so rough. You just, or I mean, like him coming back to stage. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You just, the key is just you can't let him get to the wall.
Yeah.
And for some characters, like Chompers, who always has a projectile going this way, like almost straight down,
Yeah.
it's really easy just for him to like set up that constant barrage of
It's also
hitboxes.
really nice for like
Nice DI on the down smash.
big
though.
characters like Edelus can honestly throw a lot of hitboxes like that down smash and cover pretty much every one of the burrow options.
Yeah.
So if there's no grass, as long as you have the timing down, you can just like guarantee something.
Great F smash though on the parry read there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Seed into down tilt. Oh, so close from getting that strong back air.
God, it's such mind games. Like,
There's like 8 different
if
possible reads going on at the same time.
If I'm watching like new players, right, and I see that Edelus like falling down to the stage, oh, he didn't have any resources, he can up B again. That fair was his life. If I saw that like float down the stage, I'm like, why is the Sylve not doing anything? But he's respecting 1, the fair armor, and 2, the icicles. And so it's like, it looks silly, but it's really like a super like patient play by both of them.
Yeah, yeah.
They're both playing so restrained. Oh my gosh.
The spacing on
I saw
that.
Sawtooth do a little jump when he saw it. He's like, oh, okay.
Got a little spooked.
Yeah, I would be too.
Oh my god, where is he going? You see him just zoom down there? I was like, bro, relax.
Oh, that bear not catching in that bear. I mean, the bear will get back to stage for the bear not catching, of course.
That's the one key to this matchup, though. Is like, oh, great. If you can parry icicles, you kind of have like a huge up in this matchup. And Chompers loves to do that too.
Yeah.
He just loves to do full jab.
Yeah.
Like he'll rarely ever do like 1-2.
Yeah, I mean it's scary because so he does like the tilt boost. I'm not sure if you're aware. Yeah. And on Edelus on ice, you go like the full stage.
Yeah, you just
so like
whip across.
Unless you're Sylve with down tilt, like there's not a lot of characters who can outrange that. So if they get that third tilt out and you're still standing there, most characters will just lose like to that like F tilt or something.
Oh, great backer conversion. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and that's a lot of percent on the bear. I've been talking, but this bear has been taking a lot of damage in the meantime.
Yeah, Sylvanas is in a pretty great spot right now. Great drift DI, but it's unfortunately
You say as he's getting edge guard. Yeah. No, I know what you mean percent-wise, but it's all about getting off that armor, which he just did. That's twice we've seen Chompers get hit by that in the set. And I can't blame him because there's like mind game upon mind game. I'm sure what's running through these players' heads is like so many things.
So many thoughts all at once.
Thinking about the next drift DI, the next move, the next call out, stuff like that. So
that's like the spirit of the game, though.
Yeah.
You know, because it's such an emphasis on that.
Yeah, there's so much counterplay that what looks silly at like the beginning level ends up being like really good later in the game, right?
Right. It's like the graph where it's like this option works because it's good, and then you get to like mid-level, and it's like I have to think of every single possibility possible, and then at top level it's like I think this option's strong because it works well.
Yeah,
and
then there's
back
like
to form.
there's the Dinos effect where it's like I want to press this button now, and then your opponent's like, dude, that was really good. He's like, I'm just pressing buttons.
Yeah. No, he says that. He's lying.
Yeah. No.
He's absolutely lying. That man, I don't know. I mean, that man has probably practiced so many combos.
Yeah.
And so many confirms with Claren. Like, he just makes it look like a dance.
Yeah. Really.
You know?
Oh my gosh, that bear barely missing the bear.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that more and just confuse the hell out of people. The bear missing the bear. Ooh, good patience from Sawtooth. He burned out the air dodge, does get frozen, and Chompers will make you pay for that, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. No bounce, good. I think he teched there. I think if he teched that situation,
yeah.
he was dead. But great
Yeah.
awareness from Sawtooth there.
I think the tail on Sylve doesn't have like the hitbox on like the yellow part, or at least some part of the tail is not a hitbox. So even though Sylve was like, wow.
That's so rough. That's so rough.
I'm surprised that wasn't like the weird sour spot, because it looked like he was right in him. That's honestly may not be as easy as I described, because Sylve is so big that
Yeah.
his hitbox may
It's, like,
extend
big,
like
yeah.
into the sweet spot zone. That's hard.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. I don't even know if he had an
My
opportunity to attack there.
goodness.
That was close.
He could tech. He hit the wall.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always
I've talked
forget about tech lockout.
I've talked to
yeah.
Ashtel. So like if you're upping back to stage and you cancel your up B, right?
Mhm.
Because you use your air dodge. It's like Zetter where you cancel out of your down B by using your air dodge, so you do like that kind of like flip thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as Silk, but if you spike them with that, they can't tech into the stage because they use their air dodge and they're in tech lockout.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
That-
I've played against
Oh my
Ashtel so many
gosh.
times, and like I would dare him right as he does that, and I'm like, oh wow, it's weird that you keep like missing that tech. Normally you're so on point. He's like, I literally cannot
You
tech,
just can't.
and
yeah.
it's so scary because the wall is supposed to be your safe spot.
Yep.
But if the opponent just has the timing right, or you're too close to that ledge and they're there, they can just catch you out with it.
'Cause
And
it's for like a whole half second, right?
Yeah.
Like 30 frames.
I don't know the exact frame count, but it's enough to where most spikes will kill you in the duration of it.
Oh, 20 frames. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of time though.
All right, we gotta hop off. Is that done? I've been thwarted once again by intentional game mechanics. Unbelievable. Yes. Boom, bam. Bop. Bada boom, pow. Oh!
I need to rewatch all those videos again.
I broke up with my ex-girl.
Here's a number.
Psych!
He like looks at it, he's like,
Oh, man.
psych.
That's the raw number. I'm about to end this man's whole career. All right, so Mushroom Skooli.
Glasses, jacket, shirt. Call me glasses, jacket, shirt, man.
What? I don't remember that.
There are like a few videos, dude. It's really funny.
I'd imagine. Yeah.
But I'm not a rapper.
But I'm not a rapper.
But I'm not a rapper. All right, spit a mute.
Oh man.
I love mute spitta. Dude just pops off pointing everywhere.
Oh brother. Alrighty then. This is an interesting late bracket.
Yeah.
We got I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah, one of these two is guaranteed top 3. Sick. Big fan.
Hell yeah.
Who am I trying to add? Whose character am I trying to add? I already forgot.
Oh, Ori versus Fours.
Skooli. I just forgot whose character I was adding to the sheet here.
Fours burn.
Fours burn. Wait, no, Skooli doesn't use the lovers Fours burn. That's integral. How could I possibly have forgotten? I was going into my what's his name? What's his name voice? The guy who did like the Blonic guy.
Joe.
What's his name? Yeah, Joe.
Yukino Joe. Well,
Yeah.
that was his old
Yeah.
name, Yukino Joe.
I don't
but-
know what it
Or
is,
Uncle Joe.
Yeah. I was going into that voice like, here's the key. That's just, I don't know why of all the lines, that's the one that I'll just quote randomly all the time, and I don't know why. Here's the key.
Patrick.
I know. We gotta get SpongeBob back. Here's the key. It's literally just the ice key from Banjo-Kazooie. It's like,
Oh, is it? It's been a while
it's
since I've-
literally the ice key from Banjo.
It's been a while since I've watched. And I wouldn't recognize it anyway, because I have not played Banjo.
Oh, good.
Oh, I thought that was somebody off in the distance berating me for that.
Oh.
Because as soon as I said that, I heard, no way. From somebody on the computer back there. I just realized this, Atlas is looking a little damaged.
Oh, he's looking great. He just needs armor. No. Now he's combo percent again.
Man. You know, the fact that if you show me an Atlas in armor at 600% and told me, yeah, your next smash attack won't kill here, I might just believe you. Which is messed up.
Yeah, be like that.
Oh, brother. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that in the actual game. It's like some insane parry bait.
Oh my god, please. That would be immaculate. Yeah, we don't have Holiday Ori, so I guess I'll do red. That's, you know, it takes
That's
the
what I
white
do,
and
yeah.
it takes the white and the red, kind of blends them together into like a salmon-y color. That's a little weird. It looks better in game, I swear. That's typically the skin I use if I ever find myself being forced at gunpoint to play Ori.
I like the purple one, but everyone uses the purple one. Also the orange, because it's like a cream color.
The orange one.
Just like an orange tint, and sign is like just straight orange. It's neat.
Struggling to remember.
Oh, the sign is green. I forgot about that on the skin.
Yep. That thing's green.
Green!
Oh, man.
Patrick starts losing it.
Oh, man.
Timeless, that show.
Absolutely.
Ooh, barely missed the up smash on that recovery there.
This is going to be an interesting player matchup, especially on this stage, because I've talked about how well Mushroom Soda uses, especially these outer platforms, with just his mobility and whatnot, and how much Skooli likes to look for platforms to like set up enders and whatnot, kind of force you into tech chases and whatnot. So I'm very curious to see the kind of fighting for platform space that we will see here.
Yeah, I feel like both these characters like really get a lot off this stage of the neutral picks.
That was really clean.
Yeah.
Not quite enough. Not quite enough. precision.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't get the bash. Drift's still out a little bit, but it was almost
I thought for a
really
split
good.
second it was like a flame reverse, and I was about to really pop off, but he did like he just barely landed on the ground long enough to get the turnaround, and he's dead. Mushroom Soda up 2 stocks?
Yeah.
I forget what the set history of these two is. Now I'm curious.
I don't know if they've played a ton, but I think this is like
I have no idea.
a massive hot set alert.
Oh, absolutely. Hot set alert.
2 players who have been...
They have not. They have not played the season. Ooh.
I thought so. I was
even,
like...
ooh, even better.
Yeah, this is some
Yeah,
spicy meatball.
Yeah, because Skooli's been kind of gone while Mushroom Soda's been getting good. So,
Neat.
now
Oh.
I'm really curious.
Fair one.
Yeah, it seems like Skooli's just having trouble. He's kind of stuck playing on the back foot, and the way Skooli's playing, he does a really good job at punishing you for being in that situation. With just being like, all right, I'm just gonna sit on this platform. You're gonna have to come to me, do something about it. And for some characters, that can be really difficult. against an Ori on a platform.
Yeah, I feel like, just kind of like looking at the matchup on screen right now, I'm just kind of wondering how Fours even gets a ton of smoke charges
That's true.
in neutral against Ori, because they just close the space so fast.
Yeah, and even when there is smoke on stage, I wonder how he manages to keep it down.
So I'm kind of wondering if Fours just maybe kind of wants to opt for just smoke camping and like literally just, I don't know,
Maybe.
not going for the
I
charge.
feel like you're going to have a
in
hard
this
time doing that on
stage.
this stage, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh, that's a good roll read to catch that.
That was actually a really, you could see Skooli was bringing it back pretty well towards the end there. I mean, he was pretty much like last stock, last hit, and Mushroom Soda still had like a pretty healthy first stock, so
Putting some
it's a little
pieces
too
together
late,
for sure.
but momentum for the next game.
Yeah.
So I'll swap these.
I am going to call it now. I think this is going to go game 5.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I
Wait,
think this is
oh, they're on the, I see what happened. I was matching it with the player cams, but yeah.
Oh, they
It's
are
okay.
backwards. Oops. I didn't
It's
even,
all good.
I didn't even catch that.
They're,
Ah, well.
The people know.
Skooli was kind enough to to give us a descriptive tag, so there we go.
Yeah. It's all good. Oh,
Bash
and no
catches.
resources.
Oh,
You
no
need.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, he's dead.
So that's what's terrifying there. Yeah, no resources. So literally the only way Forrest could live right there is like doing the smoke and upping like almost instantly into it to get his double jump back and like go for clone mix-ups. And that's especially terrifying on this stage because it's the highest bottom in the game. So you're like right there, and you have to be really tight here with your input. Because it's the one thing you need to be careful about with that input is if you smoke it immediately up B, no smoke will spawn. So you have to like wait a little bit, and that's actually like really tricky. So up air bash.
Okay, he has resources this time though.
Yeah, has some wiggle room there.
Now and how? Yeah, going down a bit low there. Mushroom Soda was kind of ready to just sit there.
Ooh. Oh, I feel like that could have been a really early Ori stock if Skooli just ran over and like up smashed maybe, but
Maybe.
okay, not out of it yet. Oh, that's a good start.
Ooh.
I saw the down smash on the
Yeah!
platform.
He was definitely looking.
That probably would have been the quickest I've seen Ori just being like everything is okay to just exploding.
Like blink and you miss it for sure.
Like
Oh,
just got fair to neutral.
back air. Yeah.
Oh man.
The stock ends when I miss an aerial.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
I like the idea of using the sign charge to kind of cover yourself there, but just not quite timing it right.
Ooh, good edge guard here. Calls out the double jump pretty big. Okay. Yeah, has a little bit of wiggle room there. Very nice.
Skooli brings it up to game 2. Or takes game 2 rather. 1-1. Yeah. I don't know. Looking pretty back and forth.
Big barn burner set. Already.
So let's see. Skooli's bans.
Abyss.
Interesting how we're banning a lot of the... Okay. Banning... This makes sense to me. Because of those platforms.
You don't have to...
And I guess this one makes sense because Forest Burn.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't have to convince me.
But I'm
Like,
but I'm surprised we have this other one banned. Because I feel like with Ori here, we're talking about those platforms, but I don't know. Maybe he's comfortable keeping that pace up.
I can kind of respect it. Like maybe you just think Ori has maybe a bit better adaptability to just the kind of spontaneous behavior of that middle platform in different stages in the game. Like maybe just the plat drops and I don't know.
Maybe.
It's
He's
neutral,
dead.
but I always call it neutral
Zero
with a
death.
coin toss. And ooh.
Tempest Peak is gonna be, yeah, you're I am now acutely aware of how dangerous Ori's gonna be on this side platform. Oh my gosh.
There's a lot to be said about Mushroom Soda committing to that Nair bash or up air bash, I forget what it was. That bash confirm, especially on Tempest, because you miss, you're gone.
Yeah, you
like,
miss, you're dead.
The wall is way over there.
We've seen that Mushroom Soda is not at all afraid to go for those risky bashes.
Oh, yeah.
If he smells blood, he will definitely bite.
His execution is on point, too.
Yeah.
But Skooli is scraping up that stock.
Yeah, barely catches with the tip of that forward strong.
Man,
Nice, good tech chase.
closing the space
Beats
really
out the
well.
combust with the up air, and now he's in a really scary spot.
Yeah.
Okay, but yes, put smoke out. Okay, has resources back again. Oh no, flops the recovery.
Yeah, he
That sucks.
Skooli went for the smoke there. You could hear it, but just didn't input up B or side B. You know, maybe I'd have to look at the situation again, but maybe he wanted a clone, but it got destroyed, so he was on cooldown and he just fell.
Maybe, yeah,
Maybe. I could be wrong,
yeah,
but
I don't know. That would be a VOD review moment.
yeah.
Yeah. Stays and waits for the panic parry, but doesn't quite not able to get anything out of it. Oh, the design
fair back.
covering so much there.
Yeah. That microspacing
Whoa.
around the down air on that
Whoa.
little platform on the side was actually
That was funny. That was
pretty
really
nuts.
funny.
Yeah.
And now Skooli hanging on by a thread here.
Man.
Oh my gosh.
Mushroom Soda's playing this so well, too.
Dude.
The punish game is there, and when he recognizes he gets a lead, he's so ambiguous with, like, the timing of stuff, too. Like, even these, like, side B throws.
Not quite spaced enough to get a kill off that parry. Skooli was definitely ready for it.
That was scary.
Yeah, no. Mushroom Soda is absolutely playing this really well.
Good parry from Skooli.
Down
That's
strong.
away.
Okay. We're not out of the woods quite yet. Okay, if he
Yeah.
died to that, I would have lost it.
I don't blame him for throwing out a ton of smoke right now, because you can't
Kinda-
risk getting hit.
Oh, I totally thought that was the real force bird.
Ugh,
Oh,
that's tough.
that was a brutal edge guard. Yikes. It's kind of weird because you would think that side platform being where it is would give Forest Burn another option to kind of, you know, have somewhere else to teleport to instead of just having to be directly on top of Ori. But but conversely, that also lets Ori exist kind of past the ledge and just be threatening above Forest Burn when he's recovering like that all the time.
Yeah, it just felt like when Mushroom Soda got a hit in neutral, like, advantage was pushed for like another minute at least, like until the stock was like nearly taken. He played it like really well, and forced Skooli to work really hard getting back to stage 2, especially. Like, even when he did land on, he was throwing out these side Bs, and it would like Skooli would parry, and it would just be like right over his head. Because, like, the thing is, you know, Ori's capable of just, like, pushing a button, like, right when you get on stage. And it's easy to just, like, be like, okay, I'm going to parry. But then it's just like, oh, I got hit by Ori, and I'm off stage again, you know? So we're going to a much bigger stage. I think Skooli looking to maybe utilize the smoke more vertically and diagonally to kind of force Ori to, like, really commit to, like,
That makes sense.
certain positions to clear the smoke.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's not, while Mushroom Soda has been utilizing the platform as well, it hasn't been in a super like circle campy kind of way, so you don't have to be worried about that here.
Nair bash working like around like just past 100.
Yep.
That's like one of the last percents that you can actually get that confirmed to, because at some point the Nair just sends too high. So that's tough, but Fours can make something happen on the stage.
Yeah, this is these stray hits that we're finding aren't really getting much.
Yeah, it's really hard again.
Even Nair's not doing much. Oh, the weak hit! Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
He's just not in the right position to punish these parries.
Yeah, I'm wondering if
Okay.
Skooli maybe can start using a bit more clone. Like, it's hard. I've seen him do it like a couple times, and Mushroom Soda's like right on top of him, right?
Oh,
Oh, Nair
man.
Bash again.
He was so ready for that, even with all the
Um,
chaos of the smoke and the clones and whatever.
Yeah.
Mushroom Soda playing kind of hot.
I feel like it's really hard, but I feel like maybe Skooli can maybe start looking for more clones, like at a safe distance, kind of like the same way like where there's like the crag zone, where like you see you have enough space to pull rock. I feel like the same with clone, because I think you need to force Ori to start like making decisions. Like, am I gonna go for this parry on clone? Am I gonna destroy it? And stuff like that. And that's when Forsberg can like whiff punish and like do all these other counterplay.
Didn't Mushroom
Mix-ups.
Soda have a pretty decent lead, and now it's just gone?
Yeah, that was a pretty nutty combust.
I'm not crazy. I was like, I thought he was like almost a full stock ahead, and now Skooli's turning this momentum around.
Oh my god, forcing the high recovery, great dash
Oh, how
attack.
the turntables have. Oh my gosh!
Just surgical.
Was I right or was I right about this being Game 5?
Yeah,
Wow. That's
that was
crazy.
actually really clean.
Wow. Definitely a very
Wowzers.
swingy set.
Yeah.
Both players just kind of taking turns popping off on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
And the big question, what's the stage?
What is the stage? Let's see.
Well, first, what are the bands?
Now, let's see.
And Skooli's gonna take a second here.
Mushroom Soda won on those two, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bands that.
Makes
Probably
sense.
just gets rid of that again.
If they're the same bands, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he might. Mushroom Soda
Yeah.
might go here if it's not banned, because I was talking to him about it earlier. How it's like, you know, if you want an option with like side platforms and whatnot, because we got rid of this. Ooh, especially if we got rid of this, we might go here.
I especially am wondering though, because I think it says something to where someone changes their bands in the middle of the set to say, like, you know what, I got some information.
Huh?
Wait, what's a...
Turn Tauntaun, he said.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are they doing something?
I don't know.
What are they doing? What? What are they doing?
I don't know.
Are they taunting at the start of the game, bet? What?
See you later.
What? Huh? Okay. Sure. Why not?
There doesn't have to be a reason for that. It's always just a moral thing to do.
Huh. Okay. I'm about it.
Oh.
But yeah, taking it to Game 5 on Gates. This is interesting. Because again, we got platforms to work with. This time it's just one big one. So in terms of Ori being able to do maneuvering around it, you know, it gives them a little more room to kind of juke you out some more, even while staying on the same platform. And then it gets like this, and then it becomes forceful again, basically, in terms of the layout. Doesn't, yeah. Wow, huh. I was kind of surprised he landed on that, on the ledge there, but good reaction from Mushroom Soda.
Forzappy has a pretty generous range.
Sign tap to extend. Oh my gosh, that was a quick 50.
Yeah.
And now Skooli is off stage without much. Okay, I like that recut. Smoke's gone.
I'm kind of learning. I feel like Ori likes some of the...
Oh no!
So unfortunate. I feel like
that's not what you wanna
Ori...
see. Now Skooli's down 2 stocks, down 1 stock.
Okay, this is winnable.
This is totally winnable. Oh my gosh.
Man.
I want to see Skooli win a spec. I'd hate to see that dictate the rest of the game.
Yeah. I mean, the way he sealed out Game 4, I mean, it's more than possible.
Absolutely.
He was down like almost a whole stock, too.
Basically make a 2-stock comeback, more or less.
Yeah.
So, you just got to find that spark, I guess.
Mr. Waveland. That's huge. Ori
this
punishes
is really
that
scary.
so
That's the
hard.
bash. Mushroom Soda taking the Game 5 set in style.
Yeah. A missed Waveland. That's why he lost neutral.
Missed Waveland.
He did land on stage, but it's like the Ori's right on top of you at that point, and just one read away. Nair and bash.
Wow. Whew.
Great set.
That was crazy. Yeah,
But-
definitely a absolute barn burner of a set.
Mm-hmm.
And it started as it ended, with one player kind of running away with it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I am gonna hop on and play Losers Finals.
Sounds good. Yeah, that's interesting. Wait. Oh, I see. Wait, did he just report it in front of my eyes and I just didn't? Parker's too good. Okay. Cool. Oh, whoops. Wait a second. Why is this mouse button is bounded to type comma? Huh, okay. Interesting. But yeah, I feel like my takeaway from that last set was like, it seems like Ori likes some of those flatter stages in neutral. Like, yeah, there are platforms too, which arguably also help her out a ton, but I feel like Forz seems to like excel at just mixing up the vertical really well, forcing Ori to kind of commit, whereas like Ori's just a sure hop fair away from like threatening so much in neutral against Forz burn on like the smaller stages. It seems that way anyway. I'm just thinking of bands and stages here. Ah, wait. Or wait. Yeah, you are player 1, my guy. I caught it. I remembered. Cool.
This will be fun.
Yeah. Self did it. Ah. They're good dogs, dude. I'd love to see it. Alright, so this is our run? Yeah, this is our run back from winter semis.
It
So
sure is.
this will be interesting. Going to Merchant. Parker likes the stage, and it gives a bunch of room for Ori to run around, so this will be good.
So in these games, it always kind of started off even, and it kind of kept that way for a little bit. But the
Mhm.
one thing I kind of noticed was Mushroom Soda would like, I don't know, he would like die and then like get really antsy to go back in. Like they were playing these like footsie neutrals, but like the moment Sawtooth got a lead, it felt like he was just itching to like kind of even it back up. And Sawtooth's patient gameplay just really excelled there, because he would just kind of like get him with these fairs that just outranged his moves and not really have to worry about like kind of like the sign bait and punish threat. That was really good.
That was actually an insane catch. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
The turnaround bash too, to be like, yeah, I got those. Wow. Like, Mushroom Soda is actually like blowing my mind with these bash conversions.
Yeah, and in my set when I played against him, I like the moment I saw the opportunity, I'm like, he got me. Like every time I was like, oh shoot, I messed up, he instantly capitalized. It was like, I never felt like there was like a moment where I'm like, oh cool, he didn't like actually get me. Anytime I felt like I was missing the DI, he was on top of it.
Yeah, like it's one thing to execute the combo, but to even just have the idea of like finding that nair up air specifically right there, like just to cheese these stocks, and that's crazy. And he has a really big lead right now.
Yep.
Oh, good jab from Parker.
Wonder if that was meant to be a down smash, or maybe he just wanted to space it differently. Either way, I think the Ori would have probably died if he was able to get it.
Quick nair from Mushroom Soda right there. Only F tilt. Yeah, and that's something I noticed the first set too. You saw him F tilt towards ledge, dash forward, dash back, just to wait for an option from Sawtooth. Wow, this is a healthy stock from or a long-lived stock from Sawtooth.
Yeah, for
But he
sure.
needs to get back. Okay, very nice. And this is what's actually pretty scary. Like, any character in the game where you have kind of a lead, and then the stocks equalize, and even though Sylv is at 200%, like, the blender is always there at the low percents.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is even as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Yeah, he would need to take the stock right now because all it takes is, oh, that was an important tech.
Ooh. Yeah, once again, the waiting there, just to wait for these, like, grounded options that
Yeah.
Sawtooth feels like he needs to throw out to shut down the space.
He got so much out of that first stock, but that second stock, that TI and that one move just evens it out at, like, he got hit before that he was at, like, 70 after, like, 98. But from the other side of stage, that definitely is kind of no right to be killing there, and Sawtooth will gladly take that little equalizer.
Yeah, definitely.
More than an equalizer at this point.
Ooh, fair up air. Not
Good
going
head
to do
now.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, this kind of one, despite only having 7 people, went on for a while. Yeah, it makes sense. Good conversion from Sawtooth.
Right.
Have a
See
good
you,
one.
Albert. Yeah, he's heading out. Yeah, so Sawtooth clawed that one back
Yeah.
really well. And the bans, okay. Yeah, I don't blame him for banning Tempest. I think Mushroom Soda's been hitting us with some propaganda lately. It's a pretty good Corey stage, turns out. I love this. I always love this stage of, like, fighting someone a bunch or just being like, okay, proving to you, like, oh, this is a really good stage from them, and then it's to the next step. All right, now what's my next counter pick?
Yeah, yeah,
Keep going
yeah.
through that wave of all these stages. Makes it fresh, too. Blazing Hideout. Oh, that was an immediate down tilt. Or he's dead. Or he's dead. Backer. He's gonna backer. He's gonna backer. Never mind. He
It still
fared?
could come. It still could come. There you go. I looked over to my left, and Chompers, eyes wide, just with fear, knowing that there's a potential that this was his next opponent. And
That's all right. Sawtooth died.
yeah, that's okay. Not worried anymore. And Divine Force both helped him achieve that, and then another Divine Force helped him take it away.
Yeah. Doesn't quite have the time to parry that, but... Oh, this is a brutal edge guard, huh?
Yeah.
Especially with no resources.
It feels like when you get next to the wall, it's actually not even any safer for Ori. Although that being said, if you can get to the wall and then tech, I feel like tech waveland and like jab or something from Ori is really hard for the Sylv to call out, because even if you do your own jab or something like that, jab on Sylv isn't going to really hit what you want. I think like the best would be up tilt, but that's pretty committal too. So
Definitely.
I feel like the tech waveland is the solution that that Mushroom needs to kind of get out of those situations. And he was doing really good at getting close. Really good at getting those wavelands against me. I didn't see so much of like the techs against the wall, but definitely the wavelands he's got.
Up tilt.
Wow.
Insane.
Yeah, he's playing so on point tonight.
That's such a good disjoint to have against Sylv up B too.
Oh, I'm wondering if that roll may have... Oh, God, he's doing so well with those, like, cyan taps and stuff to keep his opponent there.
Yeah.
There were so many times where I thought I was out and I was just still in a combo and I took, like, 50, 60% and I didn't even go anywhere. I was just getting looped in there.
Yeah, jab, turn around F tilt into sign tap nair is disgusting because you're like, okay, I can kind of hold in after the up tilt or the F tilt here, but then the sign tap pulls you back in. And then nair, it's like if you're not holding out, you might just get bashed right then and there. Oh my god, what is happening?
Yeah. And this is a totally a different turn from their first set. Even these games are close. And I mean, Sawtooth took the first game. But there's something to be said for the pace of the game right now. It feels like Mushroom is getting much more control of these games than he was in the first set. That's just making him very comfortable. Like, it's close, and Sawtooth absolutely has every right to take this game. But Mushroom is just, it feels like every interaction he's on top of him and ready. Ooh, this could be really bad.
That was terrifying.
At least he DI'd the up air correctly. If he DI'd that poorly, that could have been it. Oh, that was scary. That was a scary. Oh, the cancel off the seed. That was so smart. And that's actually going to net him the game. Another nail biter where Sawtooth behind, but certainly not out, brings it back.
Yeah, you saw that F smash from Mushroom Soda work out like on like the last edge guard he got. The difference being like one, Sawtooth was like a little lower on stage, but also there was a ton of grass.
Yep.
So like you run the bigger risk there if you whiff that F smash, and that's exactly what happened.
And I think both with Sign and with like even just the jab, Soda had time to get rid of those seeds. He definitely could have prevented at least the seed from the side B recovery. And I wonder if it's just nerves. Maybe he didn't think it was a problem, but I really like to see him in these next iterations try to get rid of all the seeds he can when he knocks Silva off stage, because really the rinse repeat is really strong. Like, you can get rid of the seed, Sign, pop them back off stage, their grass is gone by that point, and then they don't have that option anymore. And if you can get really consistent with that, I think that that could really help take some of these stocks earlier with these edge guards.
Yeah. I feel like Mushroom Soda got a really good taste of like, oh god, I'm off stage. Just the punish game is like that insane from Silv, especially with all these seeds.
Ooh, I don't think that's what Parker was looking for.
Ooh. Oh, I love the idea. Just missed the mark.
Not quite the DI either that he was looking for.
Yeah. That's something I'm starting to see more from Parker is the side B. It's really good. It's such a good burst option.
It's surprisingly fast. It's like dash attack is a pretty good short range like threat option, but side B, it's really nice too, because it's just like a little bit of a different timing, and especially if you have the seed, you can mix up with it. So like dash attack may be a little bit more committal than side B ends up being, depending on the right instance.
Yeah, especially if you're someone like Parker who's really good at like threatening these like immediate jabs or down tilts, where it's like there's that tempo of just throwing out these like really quick hitboxes, but throwing in a side B there, which is a delayed hitbox, it's that much better of a burst option. In that case, if you condition well.
God, Ori jab is so good. There's so many times that I've seen Sawtooth look like he's out of the combo, and then Ori jab just catches him from so far away.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Great conversion. Amazing DI. Oh my god.
Yeah, getting both hits of the up air there, meaning it's not as strong as just the last hit.
Oh my god, I saw a vision of something horrid happening with that, but unfortunately it doesn't work out for Mushroom. And that's something I was just about to say. That's something I've been seeing from Sawtooth. He's DIing every one of those nairs right, although that last one he actually missed, but he got the tech off of it, which was really smart and heads up from him.
Yeah.
And he's just denying Mushroom from getting any stock below like 150, which is, you have to wonder, maybe just a little bit of fatigue coming on from him. Like, how do you close out these stocks?
Yeah, that one missed bash confirm is like, heavies will really stick it to you.
Yeah.
Like, you missed this confirm, you need to find another one, and now Sawtooth is at 165.
And yeah, that's going to be it. Well played by Sawtooth. Very great set.
Very nice. Good delay on the fair too, like waiting for the up B to catch that too. Yeah, great set. Alrighty, me and the parkour.
GG's. Good set. Yeah. time for an up-and-coming match made in heaven between the two Teethy boys. Unless Chompers pulls out the legendary Rano. Can you guys switch? Yeah. Oh, are you on? Oh, you are. You are. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. And here we go. Sawtooth saying at the beginning we'll try it. Looks like he's trying something a little bit new in this matchup. They've played so many times. You kind of can't blame him for, even if he didn't like it in the past, I'm sure so much has changed and evolved since he had played it before, if he was banning it previously, that, you know, why not spice it up? Why not try it again? The first set that they played was super close in all the games. Even if it was 3-1, it was nail biters all the way. So maybe this is just like the little bit of the edge that he needs to eke out some of these games. And right now, it's just hitting back and forth. I see Chompers not really able to get a bunch of his ice down, but Sawtooth not really able to get any of his like seeds or grass. I think, okay, Sawtooth got scared as self-proclaimed from that. I think he didn't mean to slip off that platform, maybe, and that back air may have been like a misinput, or at least not what he was intending. Either way, it worked out super well. Chompers evening it back up very quickly. So, and now he's got a ton of ice on stage to work with. That was a sweet spot back air that would only hit Edalus. Oh, the nairs are coming. What a good move, Edalus nair. Wow, that tail whip for the seed actually hitting Chompers there. Yeah, and it's just skirmishing. Neither of them really able to like set up their resources. Sawtooth able to do it now. Chompers got one little bit of ice. He, I think, is prioritizing the nair threat on that platform over the ice on the ground, but Sawtooth is going to be really happy with the grass that he has set up, and that's a double back air. If you hold in, you're going to get back aired again. You may get back aired again regardless, but definitely if you hold in, that's not going to be too good for you. Great tech. I think he may have like held down there to get out of that side B. I'm not sure. But either way, really heads up tech. Gets him out of that combo. Doesn't let Sawtooth get too much extra credit just yet, although he is working through it. Getting a lot of these neutral wins. That armor on the fair is going to help get him through it. Oh, just barely eking past that up smash. So important. Down smash not going to come out in time. Up B from Sawtooth is going to get him past that. And now he's putting some pressure on Chompers, although he's getting reversal just a little bit. Wow. This is just back and forth, but Sawtooth, don't forget, has the stock lead right now. So he is happy with these just back and forth trades where they're just brawling out. Oh, calling out that up smash with the dash attack, so important. He is going to get that parry, is going to even it up. And honestly, with the armor, he can burn through this so fast on Sawtooth, but all it takes is just one really good edge guard. And with this armor, you can threaten any trade onto the Sylph with just that like smash attack armor, and it could just kill. And you can see Chompers is trying to bring him to that side of the stage. Oh, wow. Wow, what a heads up air. He would have gotten back to stage second if he didn't get that. Such a good heads up call. Threatening off stage, but he doesn't get back to stage fast enough, so Sawtooth is going to get there first and able to reclaim advantage stage. So huge. Dash attack not killing, but it will start too soon, I think. And oh my god, what a beautiful little bait by Chompers. Not going to pay off just yet for him, but keep Sawtooth on his toes. That up air barely catching. He had to use a double jump to catch that because he's at such a high percent. That down tilt into up air was that hard for him to catch. Wow. What a game one. Sawtooth definitely in the lead at the beginning, but I mean, you could easily forget that with how quick Chompers brought that back. Wow, that was an intense one to start, for sure. And that was a test stage by Sawtooth, so worked out pretty well for him. Maybe he'll do some more experimenting. Although there's only so many games you want to give up, or not give up, but risk against the bear, as it likes to go in hibernation every now and then, but the moment it wakes up, it is a dangerous game to be playing. And Chompers opting for kind of just jumping over him, playing above. I noticed this on... Wait, this is a run back. This is a run back. I got confused by the stage. I noticed on the last time, too, he was really opting, rather than like focusing on putting ice on the stage while Sid was putting grass, he was focusing on controlling the platform on his side. And I think that's because he really values the plat drop threat in this matchup. He knows that Sylph has the range threat, and that dash attack is not going to... Oh, that up air almost hit me. Is not going to be a sole, like, neutral kind of, like, threat range. It's not going to work against a lot of Sylph's maneuvers, because even though they may not be the fastest, the Sylph even snuffs out a little bit of a dash attack. They can throw out these fares that are just going to box it out really well. So he's really opting for those aerials to kind of get out of those scenarios. And I mean, right now it's working pretty well for him. I feel like that first stock wasn't necessarily a result of that choice. It was more so a little bit of a mistake and some good edge guarding by Sawtooth, but he's getting all the extra credit he can get for it. And despite this not being super slow in percent, it feels like these players are just like playing a little bit more patient with each other. Not like crazy movement, nothing like that going on, just really watching and observing. And, you know, it's really hard to tell who's actually controlling the pace of this, because while Sawtooth is absolutely in control of the percent lead, it feels like Chompers is kind of getting what he wants to a little bit out of this neutral. And he is going to get that dash attack and up smash. Not in the sense that he's necessarily getting all the hits he wants, but it definitely feels like Sawtooth is responding to his play a little bit, and responding really well, I might add. But Chompers not out of it by any means. He's brought back the other game, not quite from this deficit, but from a similar one. And holy moly, that could have been it. Could have been the stock to even it out. That fair, oh my lord. This is scary though. This is scary now. Is going to able to get back to stage. Almost got the full Sylph, but the risk that you run when you go that deep for something when you're behind is that you don't even have to mess it up. If it doesn't kill, if it doesn't go to a full completion, and you get reversaled when you're on your last stock, all that little extra percent that's tacked on, and both these characters can edge guard so well, is so important. Especially when it's just evening it back up, even like mental state for players. And I really like that when Sawtooth is on the edge there, he goes for the, oh, great up air, great call out, that's too low. I really like how Sawtooth, when he goes for those side Bs, is up smashing on those ledges almost universally. Because what it does, not only does it force Chompers to never be able to DI in when going to, like, getting hit off stage, but honestly, unless he's going with like a crazy fair, which he usually doesn't, he usually stays on stage and grounded, it's not like he's getting punished for throwing that out, right? All he's doing is denying that space to Chompers, forcing him to get away from him, have to get closer to the blast zone, so he has to, in theory, use more resources to get back. But he's also adding this kind of just like, you know, the spooky threat, but he's not getting punished for it because Chompers has to DI out. And when you're off stage, you can't like quickly respond with like a waveland back to stage or anything like that to threaten the Sylve and punish them for going for that option. No, he has to go for that up B, which is slow, and give Sawtooth the time to reset. So it's like this side B to get him off stage. Like if he's near the edge when he's side Bing, going into up smash, it feels like just this like very minimal risk, potentially super high reward. And even if it's not the reward you're looking for, it just helps your game state. It just improves your advantage state that little bit by forcing a DI option that is unfavorable generally for the opponent. So I really like that. I really like that against Edelus. Doesn't work for all the characters. Faster recoveries may not feel it as much. But Edelus, who has to charge up his up B, definitely can't go for like a wild slingshot back that punishes the Sylve for going for such a potentially, or I guess arguably, more committal option. That being said, we're going to Tempest Peak. Honestly, in my mind, similar layout to like, what is it, Gates? At least for half the stage, you have those platforms kind of where they are normally, but you have those ledge platforms, which changes the game so much, right? Those side platforms, I'm noticing, are really big comfort spots for Chompers in this matchup, right? He really likes, notice how if you're watching where the ice is on the stage, it's often like on those little like 2 platforms in center stage, and it's because he's just playing there a lot. And that's where in neutral he's able to go for those up Bs and put ice on the stage, because that's just like his comfort zone in this matchup. Seems like he really values it against the Sylve. That being said, he's already lost 2 games on Gates, and looks like Sawtooth is aiming for a 3rd one, so maybe the stage layout, maybe the way he's playing it isn't exactly what he needs against Sawtooth here. I wasn't observant enough to notice if he was doing a similar thing when he was doing his first set, but at least in the second one, it's what I've noticed a lot. And right now, Sawtooth seems to be able to snuff it out. Ooh, that F tilt. I feel like he may have wanted the ice there, but I also wonder if maybe if he went out with like a fair or something there, or even just another set of icicles, he could have actually closed out that stock a little bit sooner. Either way, Sawtooth able to get back off stage, but great throw. I don't know if he actually did the cancel there. Maybe if he, I know he was trying to wait, get the most out of it, but maybe if he canceled that up B a little sooner, he could have gotten back to stage, but it was close. And honestly, you had to wait till the very end, so I do not blame him either way. And Chompers getting 50% with that, but really close to dying. The one thing I will say about this matchup is, although Sylve struggles to kill, because Edelus is so heavy, when you get him to these higher percents, he can't really just like DI out at these high percents to get out of these combos. He's still going to actually fall into them. It's just a question of whether or not they're going to kill. So really, if you do enough percent and the bear does not have armor, he will eventually die to these confirms, and he won't like get, you know, like Marthitis or like Rasteritis or anything like that that you're kind of suffering on some of those other characters who may struggle to kill at higher percents. Oh, great use of icicles. Chompers really bringing this back, putting some pressure on Sawtooth, not making him feel safe. And yeah, great call out there. Even if he went closer to stage, he had ice right under him. So Chompers could have threatened with like a dash attack or something. And then who knows what he can get off that, because Chompers is a wizard. But good threat. And no 3-0. And that's huge, because no 3-0 means not only does it mean you're probably figuring some stuff out, but headspace going into what may potentially be a reset is a lot stronger, a lot more comfortable. Both these players know that they can beat each other. They've both done it more than once, but there's something to be said, well, in the moment, just like securing yourself, grounding yourself, and taking that kind of win back for you, and just shifting that momentum a little bit out of your opponent's favor, who may be riding a sort of like winner's high. And to Merchant Port, I feel I see these two go here a lot, but I don't see these two go here a lot this late in a set. So it's very interesting. Sawtooth bringing it back here. I feel like I often see him the one to actually pick it here. So clearly a comfort for him. He clearly values it in this matchup if he's not only willing to do it off starter stages, but as a counter pick as well. he may not get that option so much if he always goes there as a starter. So very interesting. That being said, this game, not able to close out those stocks. While I said he will eventually find those combos, like eventually Chompers will just die to an up air off like a down tilt or an up air off a fair or something like that. Doing it to taking 200% to do that does not feel good. Like, unless you're winning every single neutral interactions to get there, if the Edalus can just kill you at 70 from like this string off the sides, then taking the 200%, even if you're confident in your neutral, is just a taxing and exhausting game to play. That was sick. That was so cool. That was cool. Sawtooth says evil. I say sick. Chompers is sick. Up B into down B. That is so cool. I don't think I've seen that before. I'm certain that Chompers will be debuting that to us a little bit more. But that is going to give him a huge lead in this game. Free parry. He just reacts to that. He sees how patient Parker has been playing, and he just recognizes the moment he's going off stage. This one time he's going aggressive. Great down B reset off the side, using that wall jump to get out and continue the edge guard. Chompers feels like he's brought a real momentum shift to this game. Wow. Wow. And this is a difficult spot for Sawtooth because you've played 2 games on Gates, 1 on Tempest Peak, which I would argue has similar vibes to Gates, right? And Chompers brought it back there. So whatever is working for you on Gates may not be sort of the solution you're looking for anymore. And then he also took your counter pick, won on it, and basically proved that at least in his mind, you know, he's comfortable on that stage, and that if you take him there again, it's dangerous. So now it's a question of, do you go to what was working for you before? Do you try what you were trying to go for that counter pick again? Or do you go with this ambiguous third option that really runs the risk of your game 5 being all reliant on this kind of last choice? That being said, stage picks are not everything. And if you're really thinking like that in your own head, I feel like that's a problem. If you're thinking like that much rides on your decision, you're putting too much pressure on that decision, and you may not be focusing on the more little minute details of what your opponent's doing. But it's all food for thought. I think it's important to be aware of as viewers what may be running through your mind, and what, you know, really are kind of like the obstacles you have to get over in these kind of game 5 scenarios, you know? You can't let like little thoughts like that kind of change too much. And this is interesting. I really like this pick. The dangerous thing about this is I think that middle platform is going to be where Chompers is trying to control the most. And so I really want you to watch where Chompers is playing most of this game, because I feel like if he has control over that, that's going to be a comfort zone. Oh, that is unfortunate. I think he may have upbeat him and instantly canceled it, but that definitely could cost them. But a lot of this, I feel like this stage more than others, because there's not that kind of like rescue option from the top, and neither of these characters are really going to go for those super high platfalls. It's all about kind of controlling this ground, because it's so big, and both these characters can threaten so far from here. And this middle platform, right? This middle platform is going to give you the safety from these kind of like falling aerials from above. If both these characters are under it, especially Sylv, who's kind of like lower to the ground, are going to be avoiding a lot of these hits, and it's going to be really important. Chomper is going to bring back an SD, so helping Sawtooth kind of restore from his SD, but Sawtooth was at a much lower percent, so still having to work to just even this game out. And oh, that F smash almost hitting. Oh, wow, really good jump to get out of that up smash, and really good awareness from Chompers to know he could go for that. And Sawtooth is really bringing this back. No edge cancel there. Very, very well done. And you could tell Chompers was gunning for it, too. That was his entire game plan there. Oh, my God, the walk-up. What a monster. What a monster. But honestly, good news. Sawtooth has brought it so far back from that first SD that at least he has that going for him. But this with the armor on is so scary because, honestly, I think armor... Whoa. I think armor with... it happened twice! Oh god, this could be it. I'm going to shut up and let the game play out and talk about that because Chompers is really utilizing these nairs to keep him off stage. Down smash will secure that, but this is such a hard spot for Sawtooth. Oh, great patience. Goes for the down tilt, still a safe option. Wow, that was so good. He crouches to CC the seed, and then he parries what he's going after because he knows he's out of hit stun faster, and then just immediately kills him for it because all he needed was one parry. That was so smart. That was so smart. Well played by Chompers. Great job bringing that game back, not letting it go to a reset. Really looked like he figured some stuff out there. I feel like I learned a lot watching that set. I think if you tuned in at the end, you should watch that set again because there were some really cool evolutions from both of these players. Really fun to watch. Really fun Gatekeepers. Great stuff from Mushroom Soda getting the third. Chompers and Sawtooth getting first and second. No surprises there. But some really good sets all around. It was fun tonight. A lot of 3-0s, unfortunately. But I don't know. A lot of the 3-0s didn't really feel like 3-0s. I know Sawtooth, Mushroom Soda, at least the second one, well, it was a 3-0. Every game was a nail-biter. Absolutely worth the watch. And I don't know. It's interesting seeing a lot of these evolutions from players because if you told me Mushroom Soda Integral, I would not have said a 3-0 a while ago. And I don't think I would say a 3-0 in the future again. But it's really interesting to see how these iterations come about, right? How is Mushroom Soda going from this week 3-0ing versus another week where maybe dropping games to Integral? It's very interesting to see what these players come up with and just these little adaptations because they play so often. Hello. Should I sign off? Should I tell the people goodbye?
I guess so. I guess it's that time, yeah.
It does appear that time. We finished before 10? Running every game?
True.
That's pretty good.
Wow. What time is it? 9:43? Heck yeah. We can be out here by 10, surely.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I guess that's it then.
Thanks for
Thanks
stopping by.
Thanks for watching. I guess watch One Day War to see AZ
Yeah,
kill
let's
there,
go
I
AZ.
guess.
We
Woo!
have Dinos, Hugh, and Zora as our reps, so
Yes.
be looking for those games. There's like
Correct.
40 participants, but it's a super stacked tournament.
It is crazy stacked. Like
Yeah.
top 8 is like I'm pretty sure it's all like top 50 level stuff because you've got other people that are like expected to not even just drown instantly in top 16.
Wow. It's going to be a fun watch. If you're looking for more rivals, if this didn't scratch your itch enough, definitely look there.
Woo! Yeah, we're gonna call it there. Have a good night, everybody. See you
Have a
next.
good
See you
one.
next week. I guess we'll be running next week. Yeah.